for more.
All right.
Going to get more
We are
viewers.
live.
Yep. Hey, Lauren. You're the first one to join our live.
Nice.
Hi. And there's
Hey.
Native. Hey. Let's make sure the comments are not set to subscriber this time. Gosh.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. Okay, there, it's off. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Hey, Lauren. Yay, that's right. So tonight I'm here again with my ex-Amish uncle. I don't know, did you see him the other night or not? But he has a podcast, and right now we're live on his YouTube and Facebook on the podcast page. So if you if you go to his accounts, then you can see people there too. Hey, thank you for the heart puff. Wait, what is do you have a username or no? I love Amish TikTok. I've recently gotten into. We're glad you like it because I love making those videos. They're so fun. Hey everyone.
Thank you for tuning in. That's awesome to have you guys.
I thought y'all couldn't have phones. Okay, so we're ex-Amish, so we can do what we want right now. Like, we can have any technology we want. You love my accent. Thank you. That's what started this whole thing is because, like, people kept talking about my accent, so I decided to share it on here. Did you get out of that cold? Yes, we did. This is my fave. I grew up in an Amish town. They have the best food. They do have the best food. I actually have a cookbook in my bio with Amish recipes. Are you a couple? No, this is my ex-Amish uncle. So he grew up Amish too, and he's my second youngest uncle. I'm his second oldest brother's, I'm his oldest niece. So there's not much of an age gap between us.
She's my favorite oldest niece.
Vi bist du, Heidi? Ich bin gut. Wie bist du? Which town did you grow up in? I grew up in Iowa, Minnesota, Iowa and Missouri, but we didn't grow up in a town because Amish can't be in town. They can't live in a town. All religion is a cult. I mean, I'm sure there's people who would disagree with you. I haven't done enough.
Define religion.
Yeah, define religion, because I haven't done enough research to say that, but I do agree some of them are. Is this your fiance? No, it's not my fiance. No. This is my uncle.
Hey, see, the face. We look alike.
Look at the noses. They're both big.
We're related.
Yeah, we are.
Sure.
We're related, yes. And my fiance is still in New York. I wish he would be here, but he's not. That is religion. Yeah. Amish is religion, yes.
Yes.
Y'all do look alike. We do, I know. Tell them.
Yeah.
Thank you for the rose.
Yes,
I like your profile picture. What made you leave? For me, I left because I didn't feel any peace, and there were so many rules you had to obey just in order to live a life. What will your wedding be like? It's just going to be a small wedding with my uncle and his wife and his kids, and my best friend and her fiance, and my brother and his wife. And then he's actually marrying us, my uncle is, and then we have a photographer, and we're just going to go out. It's going to be really nice, and then we're having a big reception for the whole family this fall. Basically, Amish is Nazi German.
It's a modern, not even a modern form of it.
Is he ex-Amish as well? Yeah, he left 16 years before I did, so he's left for a long time already. Also, we're live, he owns a podcast. Chen, thank you for the hand heart. He owns a podcast. We live in Texas right now. And he's live on his YouTube channel and the Facebook channel. So if you guys want to have your questions answered right away, we're going to answer those questions and then try to keep up with these. But for right now, we're just answering these. Amish on a phone call. Yep, FaceTime. Hi. Hi, Adia. Did any of your siblings leave? I have one older brother that left. My father lives in Virginia and he drives the Amish into town. Is it rude? Hey, thank you for that heart. Is it rude to ask to photograph them? It's not rude as long as you do it nicely, but they're probably going to tell you no. Are you together? We're together, but not as a couple.
We're not together. We're together on this live stream. I'm her uncle.
Do you wash your hair? Are you talking to me? Yes, I wash my hair. How old are you? He's 35, and I just turned 21 this spring. Do you have any tips to get rid of poison ivy? Melamine lotion is slather that on and let it dry out. You need a sign that says we're related. Yeah, we literally do.
Yes.
We need a sign to hold up here that says we're related. Are you close to your family?
We definitely, right there in that back window, we need to put that.
Yeah, are you close to your family? Not as close as I wish I was. Like, I miss them a lot. Do you go to a church now? Yes, we both go to the same church here in Texas. It's non-denominational. How are you Amish live streaming? We're he's 35, you're 21. What the heck? Yep, that's true. Like, he's 35, I'm 21. Do Amish vote? I have never heard of Amish that vote, but there was someone in my live stream the other night that said they've heard of Amish that vote, so I don't know what's what.
The way that we grew up, the Amish do not vote.
Yeah, the Amish, I
there
know.
are some different denominations that do vote.
Do you speak to your brother who also left the Amish? Yes, we do. We talk quite a bit. He's actually going to walk me down the aisle to get married. If he says yes. I haven't asked him yet, which reminds me I need to ask him.
So if you're tuning in, Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph, are you on? I don't know. Wait, what was the lotion called? Melamine? No. Calamine. Is it calamine?
I don't know.
Calamine lotion, it's Calamine. It's pink and it's very runny and it dries something out very fast. I'm dressing up as you for Halloween. Wait, where are you gonna get your clothes? How old are all your siblings? My older brother is 21, or is 22. I'm 21. Yeah, calamine lotion is what it's called. You will hand make them. Well, good for you. Yay. Tell me if you need a pattern. What do you do for fun? I cook and sew clothes and make videos is what I do for fun.
Workout.
Yeah, workout. Yeah, we both go to CrossFit and I love it. 100% of my neighbors are Amish and 100% of them vote Sugar Creek, Ohio. Okay, that's interesting.
Sugar Creek, Ohio, you're in the old order Amish community. So we grew up Swartz and Trooper Amish. It's quite a big difference between the two.
Thank you for the roses.
Old order are less conservative.
We're not Amish. No, Hank, we're not Amish. Are you from Lancaster? No, we're not. There's a lot of Amish in Lancaster, but we're not any of them. How old are all your siblings? Okay, I was listing them off. Okay, 22. I'm 21. My next youngest is 19, 18, 16, 15, 14, and then 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. Those are their ages. Thank you for the gifts, everyone.
Yeah, and people keep asking, how do you have a phone? We have a phone because we're no longer Amish.
Yeah, so we can
Lamanna's dressed Amish because she likes it.
I like showing it off. We can now have whatever we want because we're not Amish anymore. Is there Amish in North Carolina? Yes, I'm pretty sure there are.
Yes, there are Amish in North Carolina. Yep.
I love Lancaster. Amish are also sweet here. Yeah, I think Lancaster Amish people are just generally like seem to be sweet. Hey, Amish dude, that guy named Amish dude is my cousin. He makes the most funny videos. Y'all should go check out his account. If they want to leave, how would they get a hold of you? I don't know, they have to like go to a phone shack and call us. Do you still follow Amish rules? No.
Heart work. That's an Amish rule.
That's about the only Amish rule. How many children are in your family? There's 13 in both of our families, like 13 in his and 13 in mine. If you're not, we have an Amish market here in Delaware. I believe there's a small community here. Probably, there's Amish in Delaware.
Yes.
Ariana Shea, thank you for the heart puff and ice cream cone. I really appreciate it. And you're making me hungry with the ice cream cone. What's your favorite Amish recipe? It's a sweet one. It's the peanut butter pie they make. It's got a lot of sugar, but it is so freaking good. I have the recipe in my bio if you want it. It is so good, and it's really easy to make. Why do you still dress that way if you're not Amish? I like wearing these clothes, especially for you guys. Hi to Kendra in Tennessee. We have some relatives in Tennessee, cousins.
Yeah, my mom actually was born in Tennessee. Your grandma was born in Tennessee.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Well, I know she lived there for a long time. I believe she was born there. So.
Etheridge, Tennessee is where our family is. Can Amish ride bikes? Old order Amish can. Swartz and Trooper Amish can't.
not allowed to. We did learn.
Hey, Schuweiler Dairy. Is that Schuweiler Dairy? You were on here the other night when he was here, and yes, it's the Amish Rebel podcast. My uncle Enos here has a podcast called the Amish Rebel, and it's linked in my bio. Like, if you click on that at the Amish Rebel podcast, it'll take you to their TikTok, and then right on the TikTok is an Instagram link that you can click, and it asks you if you want to go to their Instagram or YouTube. And we're live on YouTube right now over there, so if you want to ask questions there.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
If you guys post your questions on there, we'll definitely answer them.
Yep. I paid for your cookbook but can't access it. There's nothing there. Victoria. Okay, I sent you another email. As soon as I get off this live, I'm going to see what I can do. For some reason, I tried, like, I was looking at it just before we went live, and I saw it, there's something wrong with it, but I can't figure out what. So as soon as we're done, like, if nothing else, I'll just send you the whole, like the direct link to it, so you don't have to, like, go through the checkout process. I live close to a few Amish families in North County, New York. Yeah, there's a bunch of Amish in New York. Angela, thank you for the gift. Why did you leave the Amish community? I left because I didn't like all of the rules and stuff that they had. How did you escape? I have a video that I'm gonna post tomorrow on how I escaped. Hey Mary, are you live on Facebook here? Ashley on Facebook, hello. Hey Ashley, hi. They're here from TikTok. Cassie and Mary, hi.
Thank you for tuning in.
On Facebook and YouTube, hi everybody.
Yeah, somebody posted a question and asked, what does it mean to be Amish? It basically means, the way that we grew up, it means that you're living back in the 1920s, maybe, somewhere in there. You're driving horse and buggy, you farm with the horses and the old equipment that they used to use before diesel-powered engines. Yeah. And it's just a very conservative way to live.
What is the rule you like the least? How's everyone doing tonight? Someone asked on Facebook. We're doing good, Mary. Very good, actually.
Yeah. So, thank you for tuning in.
Ashley on YouTube here. Thank you for joining. Love y'all. I live in the middle of an older community and everyone is so kind. Yeah, older communities are pretty kind. Someone asked, can you use deodorant? We could, yes.
But we didn't.
Yeah.
We did not.
It
so
isn't like...
If you're around Amish that smell, that's probably why.
Are there Amish in New Jersey? I think so. Older, maybe?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hi from New Mexico. Hi, we're in Texas. Do Amish go to grocery stores? Yes, they do, but they usually have their own grocery stores, like bulk food stores, and then they grow like all their produce and stuff.
And they take a trip to Walmart about once or twice a month.
Yeah. Do the Amish take care of the horses? I heard some aren't very nice to them. Most of them do, but yes, unfortunately, some Amish are pretty mean to their animals.
Something that I think is
someone said here, I just got into the Amish algorithm and it is seriously so interesting. Girls I went to school with were Amish and wait, what does it say? Can you see, Marta? We're Amish and in 7th grade she chopped her hair off in the wood shop. Her name was Mary Beth, and I often wonder if she left the Amish. Oh my gosh, imagine a little Amish girl chopping her hair off. Cassie, that is wild. Just to the middle of her back. She said she couldn't cut her hair, and she said they only shower once a week.
Yeah, she probably got disciplined for that and probably never did it again until she left the Amish, because that's a big no-no.
She probably got a little butt whooped. There's a lot of Amish in Pennsylvania. Yes, Pennsylvania is like majority of them are Amish. No, I don't know, but gosh.
Do you have any kids?
Somebody I don't know, but he does. He has 4 kids. You guys give off a good vibe. Well, thank you very much. How do you get discipline? Literally, the most common discipline is just whooping your butt until you decide it's better off being not nice. And also, they have the habit of like pinching your ear and yanking on it, and that really hurts. Are y'all siblings? No, he's my uncle. I live in PA, and there's so many Amish, but they're so friendly. Yes, A lot of PA Amish are like really friendly because there's so many of them. LOL, I cut my hair starting in 6th grade and kept cutting it and made mom believe it. Wait, then how do you cut it? Do you just cut it off straight, or do you like cut it so like it looked like it wasn't cut? Hey from TikTok, hey Britt, love you for free. I like your username.
Thank you.
Ashley said it was just a farm auction today with many Amish in attendance. Oh, that's so nice. Amish have like they show up at farm auctions a lot. Can you have relationships? Yes, we can. I mean,
after 16 and a half, yes, you can have a relationship.
It's not your typical one, but still.
Yeah.
Is he your boyfriend? No, he's my uncle. He's not my boyfriend. Do Amish not use electricity? No. Hi, Priya. Are you ex-Amish? Yes, we're both ex-Amish. Someone from Michigan is on here.
Hey, Michigan. I got a sister that lives in Michigan.
He has an Amish sister that lives in Michigan. Yes, I cut it straight. I had short bangs and also cut the back. Your mom must have either not cared that much or she must have been very gullible, because my mom would have not let that float.
That would have been some serious discipline.
Can they get arrested? They can in like, it's not common, but
hey, Ohio, Melissa.
They can get arrested if they do like serious enough crime. If you're ex-Amish, do you wear non-Amish clothing, or is it more comfort for you? I wear both, non-Amish and Amish. Hi from Ireland. There's someone on here from Ireland.
Hey, Ireland.
Does it have to be courted, or can they be someone you pick? Because the shows I watch, I said a bishop has to approve. Here, let me see this. Facebook Live. Can you hit that? See more. The bishop has to approve. Okay, so they can't court anyone outside of their church community, but the bishop doesn't technically like have to meet them and approve.
No, the bishop does not normally approve the dating.
Mary says she knew better than that they didn't grow. I got away with it more after I left as well. I was wondering because my mom would have not put up with that. So do you still wear Amish clothing, or can you wear casual clothes? I can wear both because I'm ex-Amish. What is the difference between Amish and Mennonite? I just posted a video explaining the difference between Amish and Mennonite. Will you please say hi to Maggie and Bailey from Missouri? Hey, Maggie and Bailey from Missouri. Hey from New Zealand. Hi from Scotland. There's someone from Scotland.
Hey, from Scotland.
Do you speak more than English? Someone said, how do they decide a bishop? Oh, that's a very interesting story. Will there be another...
memorized that one. We need to make a video on that. That's
a video, yes, that is a long story. I should make one. We should discuss it in a podcast one episode.
Probably be at least.
Will there be another podcast with Lavina coming soon? Yes. So I'll probably be on way more now. Like, I've always wondered, how do they decide who's the bishop? Are they superior in the church? They are superior in the church, but it's like a long story about how they do it. So we're going to have to make that our subject on the next podcast. Like, we're going to have to discuss how they become bishops. Sorry if these questions are annoying. No, Cassie, your questions are not annoying. We love when you guys ask questions.
Annoying questions. We've been asking you guys to leave questions, and so please feel free to leave them. It gives us great video ideas. Yeah. And
because we grew up like this, like we don't know what people wonder about us. We just like we know what it's like. We don't have the questions, so we love when you guys ask questions because it gives us more of an idea of what people think of us. How long is the school day for kids? From 8:30 till 3. Someone said, where are they reading? Okay, so we're live on Facebook and on YouTube on the podcast channels. If you go to my profile, I tag the podcast in there. That'll take you to the TikTok, where you can go to their Instagram and YouTube, and it'll take you to all of, we're on all the platforms, the Amish Rebel podcast, and we're live on there, and people are asking questions, so we're answering their questions too. Do you also speak German? It's Pennsylvania Dutch, so it's
we can speak some tonight again. We did the other night. Yeah. So if you guys want us to, we can speak a little bit.
Isn't technology not allowed? Okay, so we're ex-Amish, so we can have technologies. Someone said, why are Amish allowed to smoke pipes? This might be an odd question, but I see it often and wondered about it. Are they?
Yeah, so Amish are allowed to smoke pipes because
Are
it's
they
a part of
allowed
their
to?
rules. It's just
Are they allowed to smoke cigarettes or just pipes? So they can
Just-
smoke pipes and cigars.
nothing
But
with nothing with a
nothing with a filter.
nothing with a filter or a like even a cigar that was white. They wouldn't be
Yeah.
allowed to smoke
They
that.
have to
It's
be
gotta
brown.
It's got to be
They
brown.
have to be brown. And also, funny thing, and it is weird, so funny, because they're allowed to start smoking when they're 16.
Yeah.
Which is odd because it's against the law,
I
and they're
think
like
I
so strict about stuff.
I think I started when I was like 12. And
like-
then at 16 it's
It's just a
it's a part of
common
becoming a
sense.
man. But if you think about in traditional society, you start working at like 18, a full-time job. When you're Amish, you start working full-time at age 14. And I had my first part-time job when I was 10.
Hello, Chilean from TikTok. Mike Thompson said, "Do you make your own butter?" Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You churn your own butter with a hand crank butter churn. Also, do you get shunned if you're in the church, or can they permanently shun you before you join or accept the church? They can't shun you before you join the church.
Hey, Ruben, thank you for tuning in.
And once you join, they don't permanently shun you, because once you get like on your knees in front of the church and confess to your sins and stuff and say you won't do it again, then they'll like unshun you, like you're welcome back in. But as soon as you break the rules again, you'll be shunned.
For approximately 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how serious the
Yeah. Will you get in trouble
is.
for using electricity?
Thank
hey,
you for
Mary,
the heart.
Thank you for the heart. Mary's my bestie. She's on here. She's my best friend. She's getting married this fall too. She's from Minnesota. Can Amish not use buttons for clothing? Just curious. The men can have. Hey, Chess, thank you for the heart. The men can have buttons on their pants and shirts, and the little girls can have buttons on their dresses, but the women can't use any buttons on their clothes. Is there doctors or dentists in the Amish community? There's dentists, but not well, there's like natural, like people who, not really doctors, no, not medical doctors, no.
There's we had an Amish dentist.
Oh.
So.
Jonathan, where is Essen Haas? You had commented the other night, hey, Longhorn Dream. Hey, wait, Rachel, is that you, Longhorn Dream? That's my brother's wife. Is on YouTube on our channel, and Joseph, my brother. Wait, is that
Hey,
him?
Joseph.
Hey, Joseph.
What's up?
I don't think that's. So if you decide to leave, they just shun you. Yes, if you leave, they will shun you. Yep.
Yeah, and since we were not a member of the church, we did not get shunned.
Yeah.
But they still disown us from the community to some extent. It's not like we're welcome in a lot of places.
Hey,
within the
Rachel.
community.
On YouTube, hey. Someone mentioned Essenhaus is what we were talking about. So the other night, someone had commented about Essenhaus, and they said it's a delicious Amish restaurant, and I was like, it sounds delicious. Like I wanna go.
Where's it at?
I don't know. That's what I just asked them. Like, where is it? Because they had told me the other night, but I forgot. Oh my gosh! Wait, who was that? Thank you. We love you too. Does Mennonite believe in God? Yes, that's their whole reason for doing what they do is because they believe in God. Hey, Joseph Hirschberg on YouTube. You're not my brother Joseph, are you? Because I think.
Yeah, he is. That's brother.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it is. It's him and Rachel in the profile picture. So my brother is on my ex-Amish brother is on YouTube on our channel.
Facebook.
Or
That's
Facebook.
Facebook.
Can Amish cuss? Mary, thank you for that love you heart. That thing is so cute. Like it's full of writing. Can Amish cuss? They can, but they're not allowed. Or they're not supposed to.
Well, I was Amish and I was pretty good at cussing.
Huh? Thank you. Do you think all of your siblings will become ex-Amish? No, because 2 of them already joined church. So that breaks my heart. I just can't imagine not speaking to my kids. I have two little girls, and I can't imagine just cutting them off. I know it's your guys' belief in religion, but I just can't. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, like, how. I suppose it's like how they do it. Like they just cut you off if you leave. How many siblings did you each have? We both there's 13 in both of our families.
So 12 siblings each.
Yeah, 12 siblings each. Two of your siblings joined church. So I'm the second oldest. Me and my older brother left, and then the two next ones that are still at home joined church. Yes, it's very good. Das Essenhaus is in Middlebury, Indiana. Okay, I thought he had said it's in Indiana. Mary, thank you for the confetti. You guys should go follow Mary. She's my best friend, and she's sending all these gifts. So if we ever go to Middlebury, Indiana, we need to remember to go to Das Essenhaus. It's apparently, like, you know,
I've been to Middlebury many times. I don't know if I've eaten there, but
it
I've
sounds
been to Middlebury
good.
many times.
Why are you still wearing those clothes? I like wearing these clothes, especially when I come on here.
I don't think you're Amish.
Thank you for the ice cream cone. You saying right. We're not Amish.
We're no longer Amish. We used to be Amish.
Yeah, we were born and raised Amish. Mary, thank you for the finger heart.
Do you speak Pennsylvania Dutch? Yes, we both speak Pennsylvania Dutch. In
ja,
fact,
wir schwätzen Pennsylvania Dutch.
Große Dutch is any Amish. Come on.
Yeah. Grable, Indiana. I know where Grable is. Hey, Jennifer, thank you for the heart puff. Wait, what was your last name? Both of our last names are Hirschberger. They have a donut shop in Napanee, Indiana. Rice and roll. Please get their donuts. Rice and roll. I love that name. So that sounds good. I'm so hungry right now. I didn't eat supper before I came on here.
All the delicious food that's being offered.
Yeah.
In the feed.
Do you speak to your family? I do. If I go visit them, I can speak to them. But his mom and dad both died, and like my grandparents both passed away, and he speaks to all of his siblings. It's a bakery. They're the best donuts and pies and sweets. That's my hometown. Oh, you live there? Yeah. If it's an Amish bakery, yeah, there's no other thing about it. It's going to be good. It's run by Amish. Yeah, so they're the ones baking it. Like, it doesn't have a choice except to be good. Have you been to Der Dutchman in Sugar Creek, Ohio? Hey, yes, thank you for the heart.
I've been there
many
times.
In June, when I was in Ohio, my aunt was like, "Oh, you guys should go to Der Dutchman." I was like, "I want to, but we didn't have time." So next time we go to Ohio, yes, I want to go there.
Are you in Pennsylvania? No, we're in Texas.
Yeah, we're the first Amish Texans. I want to go
Not
to
quite.
Ohio.
There are some Amish in Texas. I don't know how they live in Texas.
Yeah, they're in Beeville, Texas. So it's like way south Texas, like close to Houston. And I do not know how they survive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Gina, thank you for the heart puff. Have you been to Middlefield, Ohio? I have.
I have been to Middlefield, Ohio, yes. In fact, my wife is originally from Ohio. That's
Are you two related? Do we look related?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, we are very closely related. He's my uncle. Are you out of being Amish? Yes, we're both out of Amish. That's cool.
Thank God.
Yes, thank goodness. If you're in Houston, you should look up Beeville and go drive through the countryside of Beeville.
Just a forewarning, if you drive through there, that's not a good representation of a great Amish community because it's not a very clean one.
Yeah, and it's also they're very modernized. Rachel. Wait, Rachel is... Oh, my brother and his wife are on Facebook commenting to each other.
You guys.
They're like lovebirds.
That's awesome.
Are you from Indiana? No, we're not. We're from Iowa and Minnesota. What about Lebanon, Pennsylvania? You could... I don't know what kind of Amish community that is, but yeah, go check them out. I don't know.
Pineapples... I had pineapple rings
tonight.
No,
she had some last night too. My sister-in-law makes these pineapple rings. She commented it on YouTube that she had pineapple rings for supper.
That
they are
delicious.
So good. You take a graham cracker square and you take sweetened condensed milk and boil it in the can sealed for 3 hours, and it turns into solid caramel. And then you spread the caramel on the graham cracker and put a pineapple slice on top and put whipped cream on top. And oh my gosh, that is so good. And my sister-in-law just commented that she had that for supper
on TikTok
tonight.
They said, will you get in trouble for this? Oh, we would definitely get in trouble for this if we were still Amish. We're no longer Amish.
I think I'd get in trouble for it even if I'm not Amish, if my parents would find.
How do you have a phone? We're no longer Amish. So that's how we have a phone. We can have whatever we choose to have now.
How are you using your phone? We're not Amish anymore. Do you have any regrets about leaving? I don't.
No,
I mean, not regrets. Like, there's things I miss, but they're not regrets.
Yeah, there's definitely. I mean, think about leaving your entire community, all the people that you grew up with, and your family at the same time.
Yes, and you can't go visit them again.
You can't. It's pretty tough, but regrets of leaving the community? No, not really, because within the Amish community, like, why would you want to be a part of something that can't give you answers to? And so, as curious as we are, we didn't fit in there very well.
What are Amish people? They're a religion that wears like homemade clothes, all handmade clothes, and they make their own. Hey Mary, you're texting me. My best friend is texting me. I think, what's your YouTube channel? It's called the Amish Rebel Podcast. We're live on Facebook.
Could we put the link?
You should make an Amish cookbook. Ashley, I did. It's on my TikTok in my bio, but someone just commented and said they can't access it. So I would wait to get it until after the live. I'm going to figure out what's wrong, and then if you get it and you can't access it, just send me an email send me an email and I will make sure you get yours, or comment or message me on TikTok or something. I've seen Amish committees on TikTok. They being sneaky or allowed. Are they actually Amish, or are they?
Yeah, there's a lot of non-Amish that are making content.
Yeah, I will check that out later. Thanks. You're welcome, Ashley.
I was raised in the Jehovah's Witness.
Should we add Mary, or should we just do this and then I could go live with Mary? Mary, should I go live with you tomorrow, me and you? That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Because if we add her, then it's going to split into 2 screens, and she's going to be able to talk too. So I was like, it's busy enough that, wait till tomorrow. Yes, then me and you can go live together. That'll be fun. What happens if they find you trying to escape the Amish community?
Do you want to answer this?
It's not a pretty picture. Hey, thank you for the rose. They will try to convince you to go back, and being that you were Amish, you probably don't have much of a will, so you will either give up or they will make it really hard on you. How do you get exiled? If you join the church before you leave, they will exile you or shun you. Jen, thank you for the tiny idea. Do Amish hurt dogs? I know some of them do. We never did, and I never knew people did it until just recently. I found out that some Amish people do. How do you build a life after the Amish? You leave the Amish.
That's a good question.
Yeah, you leave the Amish with a very, very good work ethic. So any work that comes your way, you're going to do your best at it, and people know that. Hey, Mary, thank you for the rose. Yeah, guys, me and my best friend Mary are going to go live together on here tomorrow afternoon sometime, or tomorrow evening maybe. Was your mom born into Amish life? Both of our parents were born into Amish, like the Amish. We were born and raised Amish. Do Amish talk to Mennonites? Yes, one of his brothers, which is my uncle, is Mennonite. And we were just at one of their hey, Deja, thank you for the heart pop. We were one of their sons got married, one of their Mennonite sons got married this summer, and we were at their wedding. And it was a lot of fun, or for me anyways. Wait, did you leave the Amish? We both left the Amish.
Yes.
So are you hiding a phone or just social media? We're not hiding anything because we're ex-Amish. I seriously don't think I would have had the capability or the nervous system strong enough to hide a phone while I was Amish.
Oh, we hid a lot of things. I actually had my first phone when I was 16. I didn't leave until I was 19. And yes, I did hide my phone. I hid my radio. I hid a lot of things from my parents.
Someone asked, did y'all leave together? No, he left 16 years before I left. I was probably, or 14 years, whatever it was. It was a long time before I left. Yeah. I thought we had figured out the other night that it's 16 years.
I left 16 years ago. You left 2 years ago, whatever.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He left when I was just a little girl. I still remember it slightly, but
I was the bad uncle that would come to visit.
Yeah. Literally, when I was this little 5-year-old girl and he'd come visit, I would tell him how naughty he was and he would make fun of me.
That was pretty cute from a 5-year-old Amish girl. I mean, seriously, the kids are cute.
Though.
The kids are cute. Yeah.
Did Mary leave with you? No, Mary did not leave with me. We didn't meet until after we had both left. Like, we didn't know each other until we had both left, and we met in Minnesota. You two left 2 years ago, and still dressed the same. He left 14 years ago?
I left 16 years ago. But
Oh, 16 years ago, and I left 3 years ago,
yeah,
and I only dress like this sometimes. Why did you leave? I left because I didn't like following all those. I will, tomorrow I'm posting a video explaining why I left, so y'all can watch that then.
You gotta remember all the videos you're gonna post tomorrow. You said
it's that one. Else. No, that one. That one is the only one I said. I'm sure of it. No, I'm not sure of it. I think that's the only one. Like, people keep asking, so I'm like, I'm posting it tomorrow. Yeah. Who is he to you? He's my uncle. Are you cousins or married? Nope, neither. We're uncles and nieces. Are Amish homophobic?
Homophobic?
Yes. The short answer is yes, very much. How do you guys
More details later. What was the one in Texas? Thank you for watching on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Yeah,
we're on TikTok.
Yeah, all the ones on Facebook.
What's your favorite type of music? My favorite type of music right now is this mix between like bluegrass and country. It's kind of a new thing, and I really enjoy it because I have kids. But I listen to some, when I'm working out, I listen to metal, some metal, hard rock music.
I love country. Like, country's my favorite. Is all of your family Amish or only some? My whole family, immediate family, is Amish, and then him and all of his siblings except my dad and one of his sisters left the Amish. So I have a whole bunch of Amish and ex-Amish aunts and uncles.
Yeah, so the ones that are Amish have a lot of kids, and so we still have a lot of Amish family. But.
Don't forget the bishop. We won't. So even when you leave, you're still home. Are you still homophobic? I wouldn't say we're homophobic. We just have, and it all depends on which person it is. We just have, like, qualities that come from being Amish, and like we have to work through some of them too. But homophobic, does that not mean like when people,
Don't like ask me. I don't know what that word means.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Hey, explain what that word means. Yes. You asked the question.
Yeah.
Can you explain it?
Like, tell us what the word
means. We
have
an 8th grade education, so.
Yeah. And I did not know that word until I left the Amish. I found it when I was 18, and I just learned that word. Wait, someone said homophobic is when you don't like. Oh, I mean, we wouldn't support it, but we also won't hate those people. Is Mary from New York? Yes, she is. Mary's from New York. Homophobic means you don't like people.
There are Amish that are homophobic.
Oh,
for sure.
Yes, there are a lot of Amish. Yep. So we we won't support.
Kind of what I was thinking it was, but
yeah,
I didn't know for sure.
We won't support that, but we also, like, if we meet those people, we won't be like, oh, you're trash. No, they're human.
They're human.
There's a reason they're doing that, and they have to answer. Every person has to answer for their own decisions. Cool. My cousin. Oh, wait. Mary's cousin is on Facebook.
Awesome.
Hi.
Thank you for
Rachel,
joining.
are you still on YouTube? Your pineapple rings comment is just hounding me. Are you non-denominational right now? Yes, we are non-denominational. Have you cut your hair? I've trimmed, like, the ends, but I've never actually gone and gotten it cut. Don't forget the video about the bishop. Yeah. Yes, we cannot forget the video about the bishop.
See, I told you there was another one.
Yeah.
But we'll do the podcast. We'll do that one on the podcast.
That's what I said. That's what I said. We have to do that on the podcast. Yeah. Did you build your house? He built his, but I didn't build mine. Like, after he left the Amish, he built his.
I built my first house. And then I remodeled my second house.
Oh, Rachel said house. I'm going back and forth from YouTube and Facebook. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate that.
How would an Amish teen get a cell phone to hide? Okay, so I don't know if I dare tell this, but no, I'm not going to tell it. But I know of an Amish teen that just got a cell phone, and I know how they got it.
But now you're telling it.
But I'm not telling them who it is.
Okay.
So
I could...
No.
I can tell them how I got mine.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead.
So I got mine when I was, like I said, 16. And because we're sports and trooper Amish, you're not allowed to keep your own money until you're 21. So you're working a full-time job, but the paycheck goes back to your parents. So it's really difficult to have any kind of money at all. And that's how they control a lot of that stuff. But I did find a way to bypass, because I had one of my friends as a boss, and he would pay me on the side for side jobs when I was off the farm doing work for him. And because I was able to do that, I was able to pay for my own phone bill. And that same friend got me a phone, put me on his plan, and that's how I got my phone, and that's how I was able to pay the bill.
Are all of your family invited to your wedding, and are all of them going? All of my family's invited.
Thank you for the
gift, the paper,
yes.
the paper crane.
Paper airplane.
All of my family's invited, including the Amish, but the Amish family won't come because I'm ex-Amish. Are there things that you did as Amish that you still do now as ex-Amish? I cook every day and bake and sew clothes.
Split wood. Just for fun.
Work hard, yeah.
Yeah.
They normally have an English kid buy. Yeah, a lot of people, like he said, have non-Amish people buy their phones, and that's how they get them. What are the rules Amish need to follow? They're so numerous. Someone messaged me today and was like, could you tell me, like, the rules that Amish have to follow? And I'm like, no. I can't, I mean, no.
Yeah,
there's so many.
So we could start writing out the rules and make videos. Just make videos so that way people can understand.
It would take us years to get through all
of them. We wouldn't get through all of them, but we would get through the big ones.
Yeah. Why do you become an ex-Amish? Not trying to be rude. Oh, that's not rude at all. I left. We probably both left because we didn't like the restrictions.
So think about a simple answer is if you're within a community and they don't have answers for why they do things, and they can't give you the answers, why stay there?
Yeah, they're because if you ask them why you can't have something, they'll say because that's the way it's always been. Yeah, that is their answer to most questions.
That's the way Grandpa lived. That's the way we're gonna live.
Yeah, someone on here asked. What rules do Amish have? And then someone on Facebook answered and said you guys should just ask what we are allowed. Like
that would be better.
It's
but then it would get confused. Yeah, it would get so confused.
It's easier to tell you what we can have than what we can't have.
You know the most comical thing that I get that I hear is when the outside, meaning now that we've left, the outside world tries to explain what rules the Amish have or things that they can have and cannot have.
Are you in town right now? And dang, my fiance just joined on Facebook, on our Facebook Live, and
Hey, Eli.
Hey. I want to talk to you.
Well, you're talking.
Say hi. I want to talk to him by himself.
Oh.
Do you still talk to your immediate family, and do you still see them? Yes, I do talk to them sometimes. Do you ever have days that you wish you had stayed? I have not had one such day.
I have. I'll admit. I have. Because there are some things that you miss very much, like your friends and your family.
Yeah. So. But I've never missed them enough to wish I would have stayed. I would have just wished I could visit them.
You can wish, but I'm not going back there. I mean,
do you have friends outside of your community? Very few. Like, hey, Eli Sook. Hey, Eli's on on Facebook too. Hey. Eli Sook.
She didn't even realize it was you.
No, I just saw Eli Sook and I was probably someone tagged him. Hey.
So if some of you are just joining in right now, we are on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So if we're bouncing back and forth, that's why.
And we're Facebook and YouTube. It's on the Amish Rebel podcast channels. If you left, you still have to wear that hat. No, I don't have to. I can take it off if I want. Do you wear whatever you want currently? Yes, I wear whatever I want whenever I want to. Do you know Taylor Swift? Do you know Taylor Swift?
Would I want to admit it if I did?
Yes. Of course, everybody knows Taylor Swift.
We know of her.
Yeah, we don't know her. we know of her.
Yeah.
Ex-Amish, why do you still dress like that? Curious. Hey, Steph, thank you for the rose. I like dressing like this sometimes. I don't do it all the time. Hey, from Indiana. Hey, so beautiful. Be happy. Thank you. Where do you live? We both live in Texas. Eli, are you still on Facebook? And what are you doing? I'm curious.
Comment.
Yeah, comment what you're doing. Like my fiance is Eli. He's on Facebook right now, and we're getting married in 3 weeks. He lives in New York, and I live in Texas, so we're doing long distance. And he's in a no service area, so he can't talk right now. And apparently, he just got into a service area where he can. And I'm curious what he's doing.
Now she's completely distracted, and she's not paying attention to anything but you, Eli.
Do you guys like country music? Yes, we both like country music.
What happens in a medical? What happens in a medical emergency in an Amish community? So they go to the neighbors, and the neighbor will either call or take them to town to the hospital. So that's the short answer.
Wait, ex-Amish trucker. Oh, Joseph? I didn't get noticed on TikTok. Yeah, there's so many people on TikTok. We can't notice everyone. So my brother.
Hey, thank you for the lightning.
Yeah, thank you. My brother just joined the YouTube channel and said he didn't get noticed on YouTube.
Hey, Iowa.
So if you don't get noticed on TikTok here, try going to YouTube or Facebook because those comments are a lot easier to keep up with.
Yes, because there's like almost 900 of you on TikTok,
On here, yeah,
and there's a lot less on Facebook and YouTube,
Yeah.
so we can keep up with the comments a little bit easier.
Do women receive medical interventions for birth if needed? Yes, they do. What's his account? The Amish Rebel podcast is his account. It's tagged in my profile. Why can't the Amish communities have faces on dolls? It's considered for the same reason. Will you go live together when married? Yes. I hope Eli is still on. He's listening. I told him he has to come on my live sometimes once we're married because you guys want to meet him. 16. Do you guys... Wait, 16? Okay, she's talking about something we answered and I don't know what it was.
16. At the age of 16, are you talking about smoking?
I mean, live together. Yes, we will live together once we're married. We're not doing long distance marriage. How do you not poke yourself regularly with the pins? It's practice, I mean.
How do you not put your shorts on inside out all the time?
Ex-Amish sugar.
You look at
Joseph,
him.
hi. He's on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, said about 16 of. Oh, there's 16 of you. There's 19 of you on Facebook, so it's a lot hard. Or it's a lot easier to keep up with the recipes. Favorite recipe. My favorite recipe for the Amish is the peanut butter pie. It's in my bio. Yeah, in my link in my bio on TikTok. It's my favorite by far.
Somebody asked, how did you get away from the Amish community 16 years ago? How was he when he left? I was 19, and I just left. I left home.
Well, you live in Texas. Yes, we will live in Texas once we're married. Would you be able to get braces? Not when we're Amish. Otherwise, I wouldn't have those teeth, but yeah. Peanut butter pie omchi, I'm going to try. Yeah, it's so good. It's like, it has like peanut butter crumbs of a kind in the bottom, and then a filling, and then peanut butter crumbs, and then whipped topping, and then another layer of peanut butter crumbs, and it's just so good. Where's your accent from? It's both from Amish.
It's Amish and up north, Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. What does your fiance do in New York? He has a very interesting job. He does art. It's kind of like art.
He builds sculptures.
Sculptures, yeah. Like he makes sculptures out of foam and all kinds of stuff. It's very interesting. Someone said dried apple cake is good as well. Yes, dried apple cake is very good.
Is your wife Amish on Facebook? Is what they said. My wife was Amish.
Yeah, ex-Amish. Yeah, she's ex-Amish.
Yes.
Danielle on YouTube said, I'm really interested in buying your grandmother's book. I live in Scotland. Is there any way you can ship to Scotland? Yes, we can ship to Scotland. Ex-Amish. Joseph, hey, you should change your name to Joseph Hirschqueer so I quit saying ex-Amish trucker. Hey.
No, that's
That's what
called.
he is, I
Ex-Amish
know,
trucker.
but still. My only ex-Amish brother is on YouTube here, and he's a trucker, so his YouTube username is ex-Amish trucker. Chun said Facebook account. The Facebook account is the Amish Rebel podcast. Ashley says she lives in Minnesota. Hey, what
Ashley.
part?
Yeah, what part
Are
of Minnesota?
you guys getting married? Me and him are not getting married. He's my uncle. I'm getting married to my fiance, who is very absent at the moment.
Wait.
What?
You're not getting married to your uncle? Because I thought the Amish...
It's very funny. Did your parents encourage you to leave the Amish? No! No! They did not.
They would actually... It's quite the opposite. They don't want you...
They discouraged me. I had to sneak out, and they tried their best to get me to come back. Sorry I laughed so much, but that was kind of funny because...
That was a great question, though.
Add me to live. Joseph wants to... Joseph wants to be added on live on YouTube. I live in Minnesota. Do you have to marry someone Amish if you are Amish? Yes, you do. Is it harder to be friends with other ex-Amish people or easier? It's very easy to connect with other ex-Amish because you have something in common.
Quite frankly, it's too easy because you get out and then it's just like a...
They don't hold you accountable. Also. Hey, thank you for the heart. How often do you see your family? I try seeing them at least once a year. Hey!
Thank you for the...
Thank you for the corgi. Okay, but they always had a rumor that Amish slept with their cousin. They don't know.
Yeah.
Well, second cousin.
Yes,
not first cousin.
But not first cousin. No,
I live in the west central part of Minnesota. Okay. Near Rochester? Lakeville.
I live in Lakeville, Minnesota.
So that's close, like not far from
Rochester. That's a different person. Hey, Minnesota.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is a different
Central part of Minnesota. So we were in Lanesboro, Minnesota is where I grew up.
Okay, but they always... wait. How often do you see your family? I try to do at least once a year, but sometimes... Like, I live in Texas, they live in Iowa, so it gets really hard sometimes. Hey, Pammy, thank you for the heart. And Timman, thank you for the potato in a... I don't know what that said, but it was cute. Are you guys together? Me and him, he's my uncle, so we're not together, no. Wait, Joseph wants to be added today. I don't know. Do you want to add him? How do you add someone online?
I don't know. This is our first time, like, going live for a long time.
We both got a hat.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. What part of Iowa? It's near Lamoni, Iowa. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is mint green. Where in Iowa are your parents from? Lamoni, Iowa. What would you do if a sibling asked you to help them leave? I
would drive all night to go pick them up.
Yes, me too. Came from TikTok. This is way different. Hi, Addison. Yes, the live on Facebook is way different. Like, we can answer way more questions. Hi, Addison Beaver. I love your name. Hi from Des Moines. Yeah, my parents go to Des Moines a lot, actually. I'm late, so you're ex-Amish. You still wear the clothes, though. Just curious. Yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun. I do not have to, and I would not wear them like 24/7. Have you read Christmas fiction?
Hey, from
Amish
Florida. Thank you for tuning in.
I used to read those when I was Amish, and they were not accurate. No. If someone would write an accurate book about Amish, I wouldn't like reading it, unless it had some very much drama, but if it was just an accurate book about the way we grew up, it wouldn't really be that interesting. It
would be very interesting.
Would it though?
It would be
for
very
me?
Interesting.
But anyway, there's a corgi, Amanda. Thank you for the corgi.
Thank you.
But yeah, they like those Christmas Amish fiction books are not true. No, where do Amish people get safety pins? They have their own stores and stuff that they order them through a catalog. They send fill out a form of everything they want, send a check and a form to a company somewhere, and then the company sends them a box of stuff, and they don't have tracking.
Hey, thank you for this.
Woo, we're cool. We have mirrors. We could have mirrors. Yeah! Bailey, thank you for that. That hat makes the Texas come out in me. I'm near Alexandria, Fergus Falls area. Hey!
Thank you for the rose.
Here's someone from Florida. Elizabeth, hey. Wait, oh gosh. There's so many. What was the doll you had in your one TikTok video? That's an Amish doll, the one I had in my TikTok video. Would your parents call the cops if you wanted to get your siblings? Not if they don't know about it, but I don't know.
If they're
otherwise.
underage, there's a possibility that they would. Yeah.
Hey from Pennsylvania. Hey, just followed this page. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Jessica from Kentucky. Hi. How did you meet your fiance? We both left the Amish around the same time and met in. Hey, thank you for the heart. And met in Minnesota. Why can't dolls have faces?
Thank you for the rose.
They look at it the same way as they do for taking pictures. They think it's against God's will. Hey from Iowa. Hey, that's my cousin Rebecca Gingrich. Hi. Do you have a clothing brand or store you really like now that you're ex-Amish? Not really. It's not very easy to find good clothes. Hey, thank you for the heart. And for like a baby shower type of thing, I know you don't have them, but what do you get for a baby? Get a new baby that's born, or do they even give gifts? They give like little gifts, like they'll give a little blanket and some little toys. Like the Amish have their own like little plain church toys that they take to church for their babies to play with, and they're really cute, but you can't find them in regular stores. And do they really only shower once a week, or is that based on the community? That's based on the family, not the community, because a lot of families do more than once a week, but...
They do? We never did.
And in fact, we
did once a week, and there's times when we only did once every 2 weeks, because we're such a big family, and we were fairly poor.
During the summer, we did every single day, and during the winter, all the grown-ups did like 2 or 3 times a week.
Us. I remember we only...
Is it true Amish avoid, please? Not unless they're being...
they definitely avoid.
They avoid using them. They avoid calling them. Like, they'll not avoid them seeing them.
Yeah.
But they'll avoid calling them for their service. Have you ever been to Pennsylvania?
They have their own law.
Yeah, we've both been to Pennsylvania. Is it true there's abuse in the Amish? Yes. Unfortunately enough, that's true.
Is it true there's abuse in society?
Yes. Just like society, there's abuse. Did y'all have plumbing? LOL. Kind of. I mean, not electric plumbing. It's kind of roughneck plumbing, if you know what I mean. Like they'll have
there's no toilet. There's no bathroom.
There's no flushing.
There's no hot water heater. Gravity flow water to the house, and that's about
Mary Beth would shower at school and wear normal clothes. I love her. Hey, that's nice. That she probably went to like public school the way your wife did.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Was it cold in the house in winter? Yes, it was so cold.
Oh my
The most dreadful thing was getting out of bed on a winter morning. Why don't Amish dolls have faces? They look at it the same way as they look at taking pictures of yourself. Like, they think it's against God's will. How do you...
Somebody said on here, on TikTok, is there Amish jail?
No, there's no Amish jail.
There's just Amish shunning. So shunning is you get
like an outhouse, basically, yes.
Yeah,
like an outhouse.
It was an outhouse. So you go to the outhouse, and when it becomes too full to sit down, you got to clean it up.
How did you and your boyfriend meet? We met in Minnesota. We both left the Amish around at the same time and met in Minnesota. Once he moves down here, I'm going to make him be in one of my videos, and we're going to tell a story about how we met.
Well, you can't make him.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
He'll agree to it. He'll agree to it.
Okay, all right, that's better terminology.
What about going live on Facebook? No, I won't make him do anything, but I'm pretty sure if I suggest it to him, he will do it.
Because he's a kind guy.
He's a very kind guy. Have you guys watched Forbidden Love? It features the Amish. Well, it's based off Amish in different cultures marrying. I haven't
seen that, no. Don't watch a lot of TV, to be honest.
Oh, Joseph said, what about going live on TikTok? Can someone join our live on TikTok? I don't think so.
On Facebook, you mean?
Or on Facebook, yeah.
He's challenging us now to figure this out.
Let me see if we can.
I don't know. There's
the plus button doesn't do it.
We are restricted on YouTube because we are not yet at 1,000 subscribers. So the quicker we can get to 1,000 subscribers, they will allow us to do more things when going live. So right now, I don't know if we can even. We can only have so many people on.
Yeah. What community were you in? He was in Minnesota in Lanesboro, and I was in southern Iowa. It's on Discovery Plus. It's really good. There's 3 episodes. Okay, we might have to
Thank
look
you
at
for
that.
joining on TikTok.
They can join
Facebook,
on TikTok for sure. Yes, they
and
can join
YouTube.
on TikTok, but they wanted to join on one of these since TikTok is so busy.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
You were funny.
Oh,
we are
Mom,
live.
we're live. We
We're
can't
live.
Google
We're-
anything.
Our
I wish
phones are occupied.
Come when you come up for when I get married.
We'll
We
figure
can
it
all go live.
Oh,
like,
that would be awesome.
We'll just have a
Yeah.
whole live party. They can hit the blue and pink moldy guest button on TikTok. Oh yeah, they can, and they will. Like people do, but they're trying to join the podcast. The podcast channels is what they want to join.
Yes.
Is 8th grade as far as kids go. Hey Lisa, thank you for
Yeah.
the gift. Yes, 8th grade is as far as kids go. I don't watch a lot of TV either. I watch documentaries and crime shows. Okay, I don't watch a lot of TV either. The comments are easier to read on Facebook. They are way easier. Like they don't just fly through the way they do on TikTok.
And just be patient with us on the comments because there are so many comments coming in.
I wish you could like see it. Can you hit see more there?
So on TikTok it said, can you oh man.
They like you can't even.
It goes so fast.
You can't even like read the comments before they just disappear.
Where's Levi at? I
Levi?
don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, let me see if I can answer this one, and you can go through that and see if you can find that one.
I'll try to answer some of these on TikTok.
The longest to trust after leaving, like one thing you found yourself lost about clothing.
Can you be out in the sun?
What state do you live in now?
Yes, you can be out in the sun.
Texas. Oh my goodness, that'd be amazing. Yes, Mary, we'll all go live. Like Mary's my best friend, and she's going to be down here when I get married, so we can all go live then. Is there something you really enjoy now that you couldn't do before? Oh, there's so many things like driving a car.
Thank you for
Amish
joining us on TikTok.
Yes, Amish are very good at construction. He has a business called the Amish Roofer. He's a roofer, and he was Amish, so he has a business called the Amish Roofer. If you need an Amish roof
in Texas,
can you still drink water? Let me see. Yep, I can still drink water.
Thank you for joining on
Joseph
TikTok.
Joseph said he'll help answer on Facebook. Good, thank you. Mary said she's so excited to come to Texas. I'm excited for you to be here. You and your fiance should build your own house. I'm sure it would be amazing. We want to someday. We want to build our own house.
Why did you leave the Amish life? The reason why we left the Amish life is because there are a lot of rules. You can't drive a car. You can't have modern technology. And there's just a lot of things they can't explain. So
you
why
guys
stay?
are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. What are some Amish games? They'll play, a lot of Amish play volleyball, but we were Swords and Troop Amish, so we weren't allowed to do that. They'll play Battleship, like board games, checkers, like carom. I don't know. Do people know what carom is? Because that is such a fun game. And I mentioned it to someone recently at the gym, and they were like, what's carom? I'm like, who doesn't know what carom is? That's such a fun game. Do you have any new hobbies that you like? I don't say they're new, but they're hobbies. Like, I love sewing. Okay, one hobby that I do like is making videos. I love that. How would an Amish kid have non-Amish friends or even know about the outside world? They rarely do have non-Amish friends. Can you guys have soda and things? Yes, you can. Amish can have soda, but they rarely do.
Hey, somebody asked a question on TikTok that I want to address. Stop asking them stupid, ignorant questions. They're people. Be kind and get off their live.
Wait, was
hey,
someone being
there are
mean?
no stupid, ignorant questions, or
Like
at least that I've seen. So there's a lot of people just joining in and they have no idea about the Amish life. So
like Amish are not
just be
that
respectful in the
popular.
comments because we do not mind any question that you guys have for us.
When are you getting married? In 3 weeks. Minus 1 day. I am counting down. Can you guys have soda? Yeah, we can have sodas. For funerals, is it true they have them in their own houses? Yep. The funeral is in the house of the person that died. I just realized my profile pic is an Amish farm, lol. Oh, that's so cool. I see that. Jessica said that's why I came on to Facebook. Well, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Yay,
on
congratulations.
Facebook.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on
You're
YouTube.
allowed to use electricity? And Amish aren't, but we are because we are ex-Amish. Can you please explain? Gosh, why Amish people don't use modern things is a religious thing. Yes, they think that it is against God's will to be like everyone else, so they don't use electricity or stuff to make themselves different, so God accepts them. What's the difference? Wait, what's the difference in what? Are Amish ears bigger than regular ears? That's so funny.
I don't know about Amish ears, but my nose is pretty big. People have commented on that.
The nose might be. I don't know about the ears. There's a bunch of people coming on. Amber says, "Me too. It's so peaceful over here." It is. I know.
Are you wearing a modern wedding dress? Yes, she's wearing
I'm wearing a white one. Yes. And I even have flowers. I'm gonna have a bouquet. I came from TikTok too. Welcome, Cynthia. Are you wearing a wedding dress? If so, are you gonna sew it in Sephora? No, I actually just ordered the wedding dress. I might have to alter it myself because if it doesn't fit, I'm just gonna alter it myself. Are you allowed to cut your hair? I am now, but not when you're Amish. We weren't. But I know some girls would break the rules and cut it anyways. Why would their ears be bigger? I think that was just someone trying to hint at us that we have big ears. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. That's okay.
What is the significance of the beard? Okay, so when the boys join church, they have to let it grow, but they can trim it a little bit. Not too short, but they can trim it. And then once they get married, they can never trim it again.
So that's why I had to get out because I can't grow a beard. I'm totally kidding. I can
you just have to remember a lot of things. If he answers something sarcastically, it's
yeah, I'm
pretty
kidding.
Much not
true. All Amish grow beards, and they figure out how to grow beards. In fact, my brother grew a beard so well that he just kept pulling the hair out instead of trimming it off because they're not allowed to trim their beard.
My dad is his brother, right?
It wasn't your dad.
Okay, but my dad is his brother.
Yeah.
And he has just a short red beard. And he has, Sonia, thank you for the rose. He has a
birth control? Did the Amish use birth control? We made a video on that on YouTube. The Amish Rebel podcast.
Yeah, the Amish Rebel podcast.
It's the sex video.
Yes.
So go check it out.
Yeah. My dad has a habit of pulling his short beard hair up and chewing on it. What are your favorite Amish modern things now that you're not an Amish community? Air conditioning.
Oh, man. Driving a pickup truck?
Yeah.
It's the best.
There's so many things. There's so many things.
Favorite modern things?
Having a phone. Ordering things online.
Reclining on the couch. We weren't allowed to have couches.
Yeah, there's so many things.
You know what I do really enjoy, though? Getting on that old hickory rocking chair that we had growing up, and I have one in my house, and I love sitting on that and just rocking.
Someone said, do older Amish ever leave? Do older Amish ever leave? Yes, my grandma left after he left the Amish. He left the Amish at 19, and his mom left the Amish after he did.
Yeah,
so yes, older
special.
Amish do. Yes.
Yeah. And my dad was still Amish, and they stayed married. Complicated. Maybe we'll make a video on that.
Does the color of your bonnet change when you're married? Okay, so yes, it does. Once you're married, you have to wear a white one all the time. Before you're married, you only get to wear a white one on special occasions, and once you're out of school, once you're past 8th grade, you can wear a white one for everyday wear, but you have to wear a black one to go to church. And so once you're married, you don't have to wear a black one anymore.
Keep using this.
Yeah, use cellular data.
What? Favorite fast food? Chick-fil-A.
Oh, come on. Our Wi-Fi decided... Does this thing run without Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi decided to...
Go down?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi decided it's done. What does happen if an Amish woman cuts their hair? If they're church members and they cut it and someone finds out, they'll get shunned. Now, if they're not church members and the parents find out, they are going to get little whooped.
Somebody on YouTube said, "Can you play board games?" Yes.
Yes, board games are...
Board games, specific board games, like Monopoly was questionable in our community, but we did play it. We played a lot of checkers, which was awesome. We were not allowed to play any kind of poker or any games like that. But
is it like a wedding ring? Is what like a wedding ring? Like the Amish don't have a wedding ring, but I'm not sure what you're at. If that's what you're asking, is your fiance's job letting him move to where you are after marriage? Yes, he made himself boss and said he like the only way he's going to keep on working there is if he can live here and just travel there for work sometimes.
Hey, on YouTube they said, "What kind of shoes were you allowed to wear?" That's a great question,
yes,
by the way,
I
because
have like screenshots in my camera roll, and I was gonna make a video telling you guys what kind of shoes they wear, but you can tell him.
Yeah,
like,
there's specific shoes. They have to be black. They got to be all black, and they can't have they can't be tennis shoes. They got to be leather. Most of them are leather shoes.
Yeah.
And
the heels have to be certain heights.
Yeah.
They can't be too tall. They have to have a certain amount of like the little eyes for the strings to go through. They can't have any Velcro or zippers on them. Like there's so many. How do you tell if a woman is married? Is it the bonnet? Yes, and for the guy, it's the beard.
And see if there's a little child walking behind her, because.
Or if she's pregnant. What would happen if you
don't ask an Amish woman if she's pregnant?
No, don't. Just assume if she's really big. Assume she's married. Does the Amish? What would happen if you couldn't grow a beard? I mean, that's no big deal. Like as long as you're not trimming it, then they don't care. Does the Amish believe in marrying within the family and having kids within the family? The closest. Because your uncle made the comment before about marrying him. The closest you're allowed to marry in the Amish community is second cousin. Are English people allowed to drive through Amish communities? Yes, you're more than welcome to. Like, they don't own that land except for where they live on. So, yes, go drive through it. They don't care. Hey, how did you leave? Did someone pick you up? I left in the middle of the night. I snuck out of the house and walked 4 miles in the snow to a non-Amish friend's house, and then my brother from Minnesota came all the way down to Iowa to drive me up to Minnesota and help me get a job. Is it paused for anyone else also? So it was probably paused a little bit ago because our Wi-Fi went out. TikTok froze. Yeah, our Wi-Fi, all of it went out, so we had to click on use cellular data. So sorry about that glitch. Is there a lot of incest in the Amish town? If you call marrying second cousins incest, then yes, there is incest, but other than that, like siblings, no.
Not a lot.
Very rarely, but yes, it does happen. How do you tell if a woman is married? Is it the bonnets, the man of beard? Yes. How did you leave?
Bibish stew, somebody said.
Missing good, Bibish stew.
Good.
How did you leave? Wait.
Can you drink coffee? Yes, we drink lots of coffee in the Amish community.
Did you have to get your social security number when you left? Like, what are some things you had to do within the government once you left that you didn't when you were Amish? So we didn't have, the only government item we had was, I had a birth certificate and a social security number. I didn't have a social security card. But you didn't have anything, right?
I did have I had everything. I had my driver's license before I left.
Oh, before, but like when you were like...
until I was 16, I didn't have a birth certificate or anything. The government didn't know I existed until I was 16. And then I finally talked my parents into helping me get my birth certificate and my social security card. And I was behind the scenes working my way towards a driver's license, which I was able to get without them finding out before I left the Amish.
Hello, Pauline on YouTube. Can you get pregnant and not married? Yeah, so my youngest uncle, who was also his best friend, they're not brothers, it's my uncle from the other side. They were like best friends. He knocked up the preacher's daughter before they were married, and they had a baby before they were married. So I have a cousin that was born out of wedlock. And they're still Amish.
I still think to this day that's why they're Amish.
Yeah, it's because
I'm pretty sure
that.
He would have left. We were doing we were playing video games while we were Amish, so...
Do you guys have a phone house at the end of the property, or is that just Mennonites or old order Amish? Because my dad worked directly for Amish, and some of them had a phone at the outside of their property. That's mostly old order. I've never heard of Swords and Troop Amish that had it at the end of their driveway. They do have like a community phone shack. Do Amish keep food family records? I mean, they just pass recipes down from generation to generation. I have so many of my... mom's recipes that she got from grandma, and they're just the best.
Everything's written down.
Yeah, like written down in handwriting.
Written down in handwriting, books, journals. Did
you guys have to go at home births? They didn't have to, but a lot of them choose to do it. I was actually born at home. What was your first job after you left? My first job was house cleaning. I was gonna say, how do you guys register for a birth certificate and things? Since how do they document a birth certificate? You have to like go prove to someone that you exist. Oh my gosh, it's such a it's very hard, and it's just a lot of work
For what?
to register to get a birth certificate.
Yes, it's not easy.
Like, it's not easy when they're
You need
born.
your parents.
So yeah,
I mean,
it's not easy when you're born. So imagine how much harder it is once you're 16 years old. Like,
you won't answer about we were kidding.
Yeah, we were kidding.
We were kidding. I'm married. I have 4 kids.
Yes, he's married with 4 kids.
And I'm not married to my cousin.
I'm engaged to someone who's not related to me, and I'm getting married to
I guess I gotta pick my jokes a little bit more carefully.
It's fine. It's fine. What's your favorite restaurant in Texas?
Favorite restaurant is a barbecue place. It's actually a barbecue place. It's a mobile barbecue place. It is awesome.
Is this your brother? This is my uncle.
Yep.
Will you continue wearing a bonnet? Just sometimes. Wait, you said you married your cousin? No.
No,
Amish can marry
I
their
did not marry my cousin. That's what I said.
Amish can marry their second cousin, but I'm not married. He's married, but not to his cousin. How did he have a license? How you convinced them to help you?
I did not convince my parents to help me get the license. They knew that they had to help me get the birth certificate anyway, because if I was gonna get married Amish, I needed that. And so at 16, we started working on that. Once I got my birth certificate, then I got my Social Security card without them knowing. And after I got my Social Security card, I went to a different state and I got my driver's license. And that's how I was able to do it without them knowing. But I didn't get my driver's license until I was 18, so that I didn't need my parents to help me get my driver's license.
Someone said, please talk about music. Country and gospel.
Hard rock, rap.
I just posted a video.
All of it. That's good.
Just posted a video with a new Post Malone song that I really like.
I am largely in the country and gospel music right now.
How do you contact your family, or do you just have to show up to see them? I just show up. I might write them a letter a couple months before and tell them there's a possibility I'm showing up at a certain time, but I just show up at any time I want. Do you vote? We vote, yes, but the Amish we grew up with don't. Good family records. Stupid autocorrect.
I vote.
Yes. Amish have better family records than any other, you can get a thick Amish book that will track you back to your great-great-great-great-great-grandparents, and that is how they keep track.
But now we have technology for that.
Yeah, but do people do that anymore?
Yeah, it's called. What is it called? Somebody in the comments tell me what it's called.
Is that what it's called?
No.
But
how do you track your family tree? Somebody tell us.
They keep such good records of their
relatives. They do. For thinking that they don't use
technology. Yeah, it's impressive. Yeah. They should make a department for the Amish, like when you leave.
Genealogy, Ancestry, and Me. That's
Ancestry and Me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out.
Because I think once I have kids, I'm going to either have to go buy one of those family tree books from the Amish, or I'm going to have to make one for myself.
No, you can just put your name in Levina, and it'll tell you.
Exactly who everybody is. But
you might even have siblings that you don't know about.
Okay, if that comes up, I know it's not real.
Yeah, well, it happens. I know a guy that had a son. He didn't even know it.
What do y'all do for work now? He's a roofer, and he has a podcast.
And a YouTuber, and apparently I'm a TikToker now.
Yeah, he's also a TikToker. And I'm can I send you music? Yeah, go to my inbox and send music.
We would love that.
I edit his podcast and do social media management. Are all of your siblings from the same mom and dad? Yes, they are. You are so patient. Thank you. I try. It's like trying to pay for a gallon of milk with a chewed piece of gobble and bubble.
That's
what it's like getting a birth certificate at 16, like trying to pay for a gallon of milk with a chewed piece of bubble gum.
Yeah, except I will say that's a great comment. I will say with the Amish, they're a lot more relaxed. If you're Amish and you have your parents with you, they already, in these communities, most of them already know. Like the courthouse, they know the Amish are a lot more conservative. So it's not as bad as you might think if you're within the Amish community. But don't think that you can be Amish.
The law tends to be very tender towards Amish a lot of times because they know about that. But I want to save that comment just so I can tell people when they ask. But the Amish second cousin is different than how we come.
Somebody said we're hot.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that.
I don't feel too hot, but thank you. But
thank you for the comment.
Thank you. But the Amish second cousin is different. Wait, Mary, you said it's different than how it is out here. I don't know what is a second cousin out here? Like a cousin twice removed. If you don't mind, what do y'all do now for work? I hope you were here. Like he does roofing, YouTubing, has a podcast, and I edit a podcast and do social media management, ancestry. Oh, we're way behind on these comments. That's what people are answering. There's Amish in Oklahoma and they sell pies and they're amazing. Yes, Amish pies are so freaking good. Ancestry doesn't show but so much. I've gotten more off of other family tree sites. Okay, that's interesting because that's the first time I've heard of it. My family keeps detailed records in our family Bibles. Yes, that's a good way to do it too. Where can I look that up? Probably just go to your browser and type in ancestry.com or ancestryandme.com or something. What's his handle on TikTok? He doesn't have a personal TikTok now. He has a podcast TikTok that's called
find me. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's called the Amish Rebel Podcast.
Yeah, you'll find me on the Amish Rebel Podcast.
On all the channels. But he literally does not have a personal...
I do have a personal Facebook, but I'm, never on it.
I feel like you should get yourself a personal TikTok account and start TikToking the way you're doing.
Maybe.
I live in Amish country, Pennsylvania. Amish have the best baked goods. They do. I agree. Who is he? He's my uncle. Don't trust Ancestry.com. Supposedly it isn't accurate. You can manually alter it. Okay. Thank you.
She's reading comments on Facebook, just ignoring you guys on TikTok. That's...
Hi from Homescondale, Ohio. Hi. Okay, you want to read these comments?
No, go ahead. You're doing great. You're doing great. I'm just giving you a hard time because they're over here listening and they're not understanding.
I'm reading the questions and then answering them so they can hear the questions too.
Yep. Amish peanut butter is so good.
Oh,
yes,
wait, did someone comment about...
thank you.
I have a cookbook in my link in bio with the Amish peanut butter recipe in it. It is superior.
It is.
I wish. I just buy the baked goods. I don't know the recipes. There's I have a cookbook in my.
Why are the Amish not allowed?
It's called. They're not allowed technology.
They don't have phones.
Yeah.
They don't.
So if you go to TikTok and search literally just a girl, my account will pop up and it has I have 60,000 some followers and I make Amish videos and I have a link in my bio with an Amish cookbook with all of those Amish recipes. Some of my family info is in
Thank you for the roses.
Yes,
you guys
thank you everybody
awesome.
for the roses. Are your parents excited when they see you? No, my parents don't show excitement. They have very good poker faces.
It's actually quite the opposite.
Yeah, they would rather I just stay away. What rules have you carried with you from Amish to now? Basically no rules, but we have carried things that we got from the Amish, and that's
rule number one, hard work.
Good food.
Good food.
Be honest.
Yes. Actually, that's probably rule number one for me. Be honest.
It's better here, LOL. It is, I can answer your questions better on Facebook. It's deceiving. My husband's family tree goes to Lancaster, PA. Okay, that's kind of cool. This is the first life I found interesting. Also, I'm buying a cookbook. Oh, I'm glad you like it, and thank you. Do your brothers and sisters miss you? I'm assuming they do. I've never asked them. I miss them. I don't know. I miss them a lot.
So interesting thing about the Amish is they have a very hard time expressing how they feel. They don't
Yes.
talk about feelings very much at all, and they just don't know how to communicate their feelings. So
Yeah.
us getting out, we get to learn that stuff. But if you ask them if they miss their sibling, they probably wouldn't even answer.
Yeah, because they're like not really allowed to talk. And even like with the Amish family, like they won't talk about us because we left. We're
Yeah.
like, we don't exist to them anymore. I wish I could be your friend in real life. Yeah, I wish I could meet some of y'all in real life. That would be so
We'll make that
cool.
happen.
Yes. Like I wish I like run into some of you guys in real life. We could like make videos together and have fun. Like that would be so fun.
Comment on TikTok if you want a buggy ride someday.
Yes. Oh gosh, that would be so fun. Can you still
That would be
visit when
great.
you're shunned? You can, but it's kind of useless because they won't talk to you. Yes, LOL, please. Yes, Jordan, Rebecca. We need to get you a Bucky ride. Oh gosh, that is so fun. Do you feel like school was beneficial when you left the Amish? I didn't do any school after I left the Amish, but yes, everything I learned was in the Amish, and there's things that I wish we would have learned that we didn't, but I mean, I've been able to survive so far. So, do you both come from the same Amish community? Yes, we do. He's
Yes.
my uncle, and I was born on the farm he was living
Yeah.
at when he was a teenager. I make my tree and ancestry because it is free with no limit of family, but I get more info on other sites. Okay, that's nice. Do you feel okay? Can you visit as long as you want? I mean, you can, but they don't really welcome you. Like you're welcome where thin pretty fast.
Yep. And if you don't make the decision to start wearing the Amish clothes, yep, there's the door.
Yep, my husband wants a Bucky ride. Okay, you're gonna have to meet him sometime. Give him a Bucky ride. You guys should do a meet and greet. Yes, we were talking about that actually recently. Like we want to do a meet and greet. Also, how do Amish file taxes, or are they exempt from them? They do income taxes, most of them.
My dad, I don't know if he ever filed taxes.
Was
Of
probably-
course, but
was probably
with as
like-
many kids as they have, and
Like-
especially in sports and trooper communities, they don't make a lot of money. So
Like
most of them,
imagine doing tax after you make 5 to 7 grand a month trying to support 15 people.
yeah.
Imagine how much tax you'll have to pay because it's not much. And you can't have insurance, so if you have a hospital bill, yep.
Oh, you just opened something. I bet most people didn't realize we can't have insurance. So we don't have any insurance on anything.
You can't have
like
any insurance.
houses.
You have to be born
no.
in Amish. You don't have to be, but it's the best way to get in. Like I wouldn't recommend joining.
So
if you're not born
I'll
in.
share a quick story of a guy that tried to join the Amish community.
Yeah.
And he tried for years, and I don't think he ever actually was able to join because they just kept coming up with excuses.
Yeah.
So he was not born into the Amish community, and he just wanted to come in and join the Amish community, and
he lived like them and everything.
Oh,
he followed all of the rules.
He actually probably did follow the rules better than most of the Amish.
And
within the Amish
eventually
community.
he got upset at them, and I don't think he's very happy with those Amish anymore.
I'm sure
Because
he's not.
still alive. Like he
Yeah.
still lives. Like his name is David something.
Yeah, I don't know. If
I
he
can't
wants a
remember
shout
his
out or
last
not,
name.
but-
I can't remember his last name, but
Yeah.
oh no, I wouldn't join LOL.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend
yeah,
it. Just
I
bought a
would-
cookbook. I'm so
if-
excited. I'm so glad. Thank you. Do you have to be? Oh, I answered that. Yeah, but the government doesn't care about any of that. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you for the heart. You guys are awesome.
Do you guys know who Shemaiah Raber is? Yes, we know who Shemaiah Raber is. Do they take modern medications? Not often. They rely mostly on natural remedies.
Jemiah Raber was
on Breaking Amish.
Breaking Amish, yep.
Yeah.
And I met him before he started becoming popular on
Yeah.
TV.
Why can't they have insurance? Because it ties in with the government, and they don't have anything to do with, like, they try to have as little to do with the government as possible. Like, when they were sending out stimulus checks over COVID, my parents, hey, Sonia, thank you for the donut. My
That looks
parents
good.
got $18,000 stimulus check. Thank you for the roses, everyone. And they returned that stimulus check. Sonia, thank you for the donut. They returned that stimulus check back to where it came from. $18,000 because they don't believe in taking anything from the government.
It's probably smart.
Probably, yeah, because they don't want to, like, the reason they do it is because in case of war, like, they don't believe in fighting in war, so if they don't have anything to do with the government doesn't have anything to hold over them in case of war, they can't draft them. Yes, but, wait, he's heading for Texas. Wait, Shemaya Raber is heading for Texas? No, who's heading for Texas? I wish.
And Return to the Amish.
I love that show, yeah. I've heard a lot of people that say they love it. I haven't watched it. Do you pray? Yes, we pray. Oh, you mean do Amish pray? Yes, thank you for that heart. Amish get on their, like the whole family gets on their knees every morning before starting the day and recite a prayer. Like it's always the same prayer. They read it out of a book. And then in the evening they do the same thing before going to bed. Like they don't like pray personally, they just read something out of a book.
Yep. They memorize their prayers.
Yeah, and they mumble through it as fast as possible.
And sometimes the kids fall asleep during the prayer.
Yes. Does Amish own weapons? Amish own guns because they hunt. Like they hunt all their own food and stuff, so they own weapons to go hunting. About how many Amish were in your community? In my community, there were like 120 or 140.
Yeah, I feel like there's several hundred in our community.
Yeah, because my community was just one church. His community was like 5 or 6, or was a bunch of different churches.
Yes, there was a bunch of different churches.
So, like, a community is just a group of them living together, and then they split it into smaller sections. That's called a church. Is there crime? Yes, there is crime. Are you in Ohio? No, we are not in Ohio.
Texas.
Hi, Brenna. Hope I said that name right. Isn't a gun a form of a machine or not Amish? Well, the guns they use are mostly like rifles and.
They don't have any modern technology on the guns. They don't have any like high tech scopes or anything like that. It's pretty basic. But we were very much into hunting.
There was a booking accident near me, and they sent the wife and kids in a helicopter because of severe injuries. My dad wasn't around when it happened. The dad was furious that they gave medical intervention. Yeah. My parents had that happen with one of my little siblings. She ate fly bait, like fly poison, and the hospital didn't give mom and dad a choice, and they life flighted her, and they weren't very happy about that either because they're technically not supposed to get in an aircraft. It is so good. Breaking Amish is so good. Said Grandma Mary has cancer. Oh no, like I'm in a group on Facebook about them, and I did not know she had cancer. Trying to send you a message but can't find you. Oh, you're replying to someone about. Okay, I got that. What do Amish do if they get terminally ill? How do they afford it? They go to the hospital and then they pay bills for the rest of their life.
The church actually comes together and they raise money every month, I believe.
Yeah,
and
every month.
Every month they raise money within the church, and then they sent that money to whoever's hospital.
Wings.
Thank you. They sent that money to the most important bill, I guess. And,
whoever's hospital bill is like the most important that month.
Very seldom do they ever pay off the full bills. I mean, unless there's a smaller hospital bill, but.
Are you significant other's ex-Amish? Yeah, his wife is ex-Amish and my fiance is ex-Amish. So glad y'all got off the brainwash community. Takes a lot of courage. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That said, it's called implied consent, though. Yeah,
implied
consent. Implied consent.
She
has cancer. Chimaya said she's doing okay, but she has cancer. Broke my heart. She was the best grandma and so accepting and loving. I wonder, did I think she can, it'll go away, or is it bad?
Thank you for sharing the live on TikTok.
Have you heard of Hutterites? Yes. Hey, Eli. Good night, guys. I'm back in no service zone. That's my fiance, and he just said he's back in a no. Hey, good night. Hey. I love you. And if you can call me tomorrow, like if you get service, call me tomorrow because I miss you.
Somebody on YouTube said, "How did you get out of the Amish life?" I got out by just leaving. So
Same.
I left on a trip, and then by the time I got back from that trip, I left to go on a trip that was against the Amish rules, but I did it anyway. And by the time I got back from that trip, I had the courage to just tell my mom and dad, "I'm not coming back. I'm not going to be Amish any longer." So
I just snuck out in the middle of the night and ran away. This is not my fiance. My fiance is in New York. He just commented on
do you have a
here.
picture of him? We could hold it up there so they could see.
I don't have a
I
printed
could cover my
one.
face of Eli's picture.
I don't have a printed one. I wish I had one.
That's what we
But
did.
yeah, if you're on my TikTok, you go back, you can see videos. A lot of people say he looks like Edward from Twilight. I miss him so much. Hey, look at that! The other night they said thank you. They sent me so many of those. They're like they go like that. I can't see you guys. You can't see us? Wait, is it too dull? Too dull? Too dull? Isn't it bright enough? Does that make a difference? I hope so.
Can you see us now? Thumbs up if you can see us on TikTok.
Yeah. Do you still like the clothes? I do, yes. Do you still visit your family at Amish? Sometimes, yes. In Virginia, medical bills drop after 10 years. Oh, that could probably be true also for other states, but I don't know. Yes, they were so bad they couldn't consent, so it was implied. But the dad was very mad. They consider it God's will and don't want medical intervention.
Yeah. They would rather, in a lot of cases, they would rather allow that person to suffer or even possibly die than to take a helicopter
Because
ride.
they're like if God let it happen, then it was supposed to happen.
Somebody on YouTube said y'all are rebels.
We are literally the Amish Rebel is where you're commenting from. So yes. She completely dropped the show because they were giving her one last chance to stop it. The bishop was on her tail about the cameras, and so nobody really hears from her anymore, and she can't have any more visitors. She's on her last line with the Amish. That is so sad.
It is, and that's the thing when people like the Amish, when they get found out, it's pretty sad what happens afterwards. Either they end up leaving, or they just end up not speaking about, or not being able to come out and speak about what's actually going on.
Someone said, Imaya, are you talking about Jeremiah? I hope not. Said he's heading to Texas. He's getting divorced and said cheaper living in Texas. I hope you're not talking about him. That would make me so sad. What happens if you cheat in Amish community? You get shunned.
Yes, they shun you.
For a long time. All the kids are fine, but the mom has some residual issues. But she still works her butt off. Oh yeah, she will never stop working her butt off till she drops. What are you trying to say? Tremaya said she doesn't communicate with them anymore because the Amish gave her one last chance to stop breaking rules. It makes me so sad hearing that because I'm like, just like leave. You deserve better. Like you're not supposed to have someone regulating your every move.
What did it say? Why are you so?
What have? Were you wait what?
Oh, were you curious?
To leave as a child. He was, I wasn't.
I was very curious. I was a curious child, and that got me in a lot of trouble because I wanted to know. And by the time I was 12, I pretty much made the decision that I do not want to be Amish.
I was a die-hard Amish up until 2 weeks before I left.
She was a good girl. I was not.
Oh gosh, it's embarrassing hearing the stories about how very strict and actually mean I was in order to follow the rules. Hi Sarah, thank you for the for the heart puff. What happens when with you start your cycle? It's no fun. You have to wear shoes. You can't work hard. You can't run, and the guys can't know about it unless they're married. So it all just really sucks. Hey Jamie, thank you for the rose.
We are.
He's my uncle.
Related.
Yeah, we're related. What changed your mind about wanting to be Amish? Everything just piled up. I'm posting a video in the morning telling why I left. I have the video made already, so tomorrow I'll hit post and you guys can watch that. see why I left. There were so many reasons.
I thought y'all can't have electricity. We left the Amish. We're no longer Amish. So
wait, you have to wear shoes, LOL? Yes. Like if you're on your period, you have to wear shoes to keep your feet warm, which doesn't make sense in the summer because it's pretty darn hot. How come you did not get shunned when you left? Because we weren't baptized yet. We weren't church members, so they can't shun us.
You have to be a member of the church before they can shun you. Mm-hmm. And I started joining church as a joke, but I did not.
It's easier said than done. I'm sure it's extremely hard for some families. Yes, that's why it's so hard, especially for older Amish to leave. I'm like, I wish. Thank you for the heart. Like, I wish they would know what it's like to not be Amish, then they wouldn't hesitate about leaving, but they have no idea. So they're scared. They don't leave.
There's a lot of shame, guilt, and fear wrapped around leaving. So
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Persephone, she was on here the other night too, and she was sending gifts. Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Shun. What shan mean? That shun. S-H-U-N. If you Google like the meaning of the word, it'll tell you. Like they will ignore you, you don't exist to them, and you're basically kicked out of the community, but you're still Amish.
On YouTube, they said, how do you go back to visit your family if you left the Amish? So in some cases, you're allowed to go back. Or
visit.
Yeah, you're allowed to come back and visit.
Christina, thank you for the heart.
I had cousins that were not allowed to come back and visit.
Sarah, thank you for the rose. And Angel, thank you for the heart.
Thankfully, my parents were okay with us coming back.
Thank you for all the gifts.
We just go back and visit.
Yeah, you just drive back and show up unexpectedly.
Yeah, and Lavina still goes back and visits occasionally.
Yeah. Someone said I left 23 years ago. Congratulations.
Yeah, no kidding.
Can you marry outside of the Amish community? Nope, you cannot. Social media now in the past. Oh my gosh, look at that. Aaron, thank you. The past years has helped a lot, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm talking about Chemaya. Is Chemaya the one getting divorced? I really hope not. Christina, thank you for the paper crane. Do you find many going back after leaving? No, it's actually pretty rare for someone to go back into the community after leaving, or especially if they leave young. Isn't it?
No, it's actually rare, okay. There are more that go back than a person might think, because it's after many years of leaving, it's very difficult to build a community outside of the Amish. It's becoming less and less difficult because of how many have left, and so others are finding those communities and building their community within the ex-Amish community. But there are a lot of...
Thank you for the rose. Yeah,
there are a lot of them that went back in our community that was just unexpected. Kids that had left for 8-10 years.
Said the Amish seem to be very smart business owner. Do you think being raised by a... Yes, help create your company as an ex-Amish?
So I would say that the one thing that goes along with owning a business is a lot of hard work and putting the long hours in. So I think that's one reason why the Amish are very good at owning business, because they're not afraid to put the work in. If you're, we have an 8th grade education, so if you're not very educated from a schooling sense, you have to put extra effort in, and that comes out in working long hours. So I think that's why ex-Amish or even Amish are successful at owning businesses.
Every time we pass the Amish, little ones always wave, and it's so cute. Yes, yeah. Amish kids love waving, and if they go like this, they want you to honk your horn.
Yeah, that was the highlight of the day. If we were out by the road and we were going like this, and the big old 18-wheeler would honk his horn.
Can I be Amish for a day? Not really. You can't just be Amish for a day. You can kind of like do the things the Amish do for a day, but not be Amish for a day.
You couldn't actually be within... You could experience some of the things, but...
Difference between Amish and Mennonites. I just posted a video today saying the difference between Amish and Mennonites, so if you want, you can go look at that. Unfortunately, it's basically a cult, and most are brainwashed. The fear of the bad things that will happen. Yes, so they like you're going to hell and everything. Like if you leave, that is what they hold over you. And it takes a long time. Like it took me a long time to get out of that fear after I had left.
Yeah.
It's like I was so scared for the
Yeah.
longest time. I was like, okay, well, I guess I can't live Amish. I'll just go to hell. And then I finally figured out that that's not the truth. He's living in his truck, him and his dog. Tina, you're making me pretty sad if you're talking about Jeremiah, because I always thought him.
Well, she is.
Talking
I'm pretty sure she said that she was talking about him.
Divorce is not accepted within the Amish.
Thank you for all the comments on YouTube.
Yes, Amish are hard workers. The older folks didn't have the luxury of social media, internet, so they didn't really know what it was like in a different life. Back in the day, brainwash was so successful because they didn't know any better and thought it was the norm. Yes, I feel like that too, because it's not getting so advanced technologies that the younger kids find out more. Do you guys smoke? Amish, we don't smoke now, but Amish do smoke, yes.
On YouTube, did you enjoy interacting with English people when you were Amish? Yes, we very much enjoyed it.
And
we had a lot of great friends that were non-Amish when we were Amish. And one of the things that we most enjoyed about those friends is they would bring gifts by, and they would learn what kind of gifts they were allowed to bring and what kind of gifts the kids were allowed to have. And whenever they would bring them by, we were so just overjoyed with the gifts that they would bring, because a lot of these Schwarzentrooper Amish communities are very poor, and so they don't have a lot of things.
Tina said, sorry, I watched you. No, Tina, don't apologize. It's not your fault. Like, I don't mind that you told me. I don't watch him or anything. I just know of that they're a couple, and I always thought they're so cute. And it makes me sad hearing anybody that's getting divorced. If I hear strangers getting divorced, I'm like, that's so sad. Like, I wish it would have worked out for them. Like, what if they cheat? They'll get shunned for a very, very long time. Is it hard to adjust? It was kind of hard for me, yes.
It's very difficult to adjust.
Yeah. I went through like a period where I was really depressed, and all I did was watch TV and eat.
And then she moved to Texas, and her whole world changed.
Do Amish believe in salvation through repentance? No, they don't believe you can be saved.
There are some Amish that are saved, though.
Yeah, but they won't, like, they kind of...
It's not something that they preach. No.
Yeah. What would they bring for gifts? Is a respect thing. They even bring, like, board games, like or Uno, whatever it's called. Or Yahtzee, like, board games, any kind of, like...
If you're in an area where there's snow, bring sleds.
Yes,
they would
good
love
sleds,
that.
Toboggans. Oh gosh, they love toboggans.
Yes, and if you're not in an area where there's snow, like one of those wood wagons with a rack on the side, or a fiberglass wagon where the kids can pull it around, but it can't have air in the tires. They got to be solid rubber tires.
They would also change those. Like if someone would give them one, they
would
change them
if you give them something with air in the tires, they'll change it out. But yes, if you want to be specific on what kind of wagon, it's got to have a solid rubber wheel.
Yeah.
Small toys, balloons. They would love balloons.
Water balloons. Give them water balloons.
Those little what do you call those? The soap with the thing.
Oh, the bubbles.
The bubble machines.
Yes,
yeah.
the bubble. Not the machines, though.
Not the machines. Yeah, it has to have.
Just where they blow it. Like those are fun.
Whistles, like wooden whistles. Trying to think. They're wooden toys. A lot of times, like Legos.
Mega blocks.
Yeah, Mega blocks. Lincoln logs.
Lincoln logs are so fun. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you married? I'm not, but he is married with 4 kids. Do you think the Amish communities are dying off? I used to think so, but I don't anymore.
No, they are not.
I used to think so because it seemed like so many were leaving. Like when I was Amish, you heard about so many leaving, and I was like, oh, there's not going to be any Amish left soon. And now I'm like, nah, they're not dying off. It's so sad to think about. It is, yes. Are you from Pennsylvania? No, we are from Texas, or in Texas right now. Texas, but from Minnesota. Oh, yeah, you got that right. Thank you for answering. What do Amish use is toilet paper.
What
They
Amish?
use toilet paper. Most of them just use regular toilet paper. Do you guys drink caffeine or alcohol now? I think he drinks. Yeah, you drink coffee.
I drink coffee. Yep.
My body does not like caffeine or alcohol, so I like try to stay away from it.
I drink occasionally. I'll drink some wine. I'll taste some wine, but I actually had quit drinking for a long time. Period. But occasionally I'll drink wine.
I just turned 21 this spring, and him and his wife took me to Texas Roadhouse for my birthday, and he got me a drink, an alcoholic drink. It was like, what, 8 ounces? It was very little.
Yeah.
And I drank that, and on the way home, I felt like puking, and I had a headache that night, and I just felt horrible. And after that, I was like, nope.
And she was staggering all over the place. I'm kidding. No, she was not.
And I had so little.
Yeah.
What do you watch on TV? We rarely watch TV, and if we do, it's
the Amish Rebel podcast.
Yeah, that's about all I watch on my TV.
I mean, we're very busy with social media, and for myself, I have 4 kids, and so we do a lot of outside activities like playing in the playground, building little forts, building campfires, outside activities. So we don't watch a lot of TV.
Someone said if the Amish keep reproducing, they'll never die off, but will slowly decline. Yeah, I think like they do slowly decline.
I don't think so. The Amish reproduce way more than any other, probably more than any other
like the
community in society.
The average Amish family has 10 to 15 kids.
Well, within Swartz and Troopers.
Yeah, within Swartz and Trooper Amish, yeah. What happens if you break the rules? If you're a church member, you get shunned. More than Mormon, no way. More what than Mormon? More kids? More rules? They have both, more of both, yes.
Are you Amish? We're no longer Amish. We used to be.
My mom is pregnant with her 13th child. Yes, Spring Lily just come in and said my mom is pregnant. She's ex-Amish. I know her personally. Like, I know her. Yeah, she's pregnant with her 13th child.
Is your wife ex-Amish? Yes.
That's wild.
She was actually old order Amish, so her parents are still Amish, or her dad's still Amish.
Like, she went to public school, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, she did.
How old is your oldest? Were you asking?
He's 9.
Yeah. His oldest is 9, and then they have 7-year-old twins and a little girl that will turn 1 on Tuesday. You can say happy birthday if you want. What happens if they're infertile? Can they adopt? Nope, they cannot adopt. If they're infertile, they will just go their whole life without kids. Amish sound like Catholics, huge amount of kids. In that sense, yes.
On YouTube.
Spring Lily says happy birthday. Thank you, Martha.
Yes,
thank you. Her name
you.
is Martha. She's married to, do you know Noah Sok that sings the music?
No.
You don't know him? You should, like, search him up. He sings music. She's married to him.
Okay.
Why do you still wear the Amish get up? I like wearing this sometimes. What if the lady doesn't want more than 2 kids? She doesn't have a choice.
You would make an Amish. You would make a good Amish lady.
Thank you for all the happy birthdays.
Yeah,
they don't talk about how many kids they want, because there's no wanting kids. You just have kids.
Yeah.
If you sleep together, and if you get pregnant, you're supposed to get pregnant. It's God's will.
Yeah.
Thank you for the roses, everyone.
On YouTube, is my wife ex-Amish too? Yes, she's ex-Amish. So even if you're ex-Amish, you have to marry someone Amish.
No, you can't.
If you're ex-Amish, you're out of the community, so you can marry whoever you wish to marry. If you're ex-Amish and you go back to the Amish, then you can marry an Amish girl.
And also, if you're ex-Amish, you don't have to marry an ex-Amish. It's just that it happens a lot of times because we have a lot in common, and a lot of, like, non-Amish people don't always, like, understand ex-Amish good enough to the point where they can get along good enough that they want to get married. But, like, I know a lot of people that do, like, ex-Amish people that do marry non-Amish, and it works out good.
So my brother's married to a girl that was never Amish.
And she's awesome. She's awesome.
Actually, 2 of my brothers. 3 of my brothers. Three of my brothers are married to non-Amish girls.
That's
and they're
what
all
I'm saying.
Happily married.
But with the internet and facts, 3 or 4 of those kids will go rebels. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if they have such
what?
big families, like 3 or 4 out of every
yeah.
family will, yeah. The Amish I live around have a bus that comes in almost weekly. The bus is to switch people in our community to another community in Ohio.
Thank you for the
heart, Carolyn. I wonder. Wait, that sounds very suspicious. Back in the day, all 10 versus back in the day when all 10 would stay Amish. Yeah, back in the day, way more of them stayed Amish. So they just keep having kids until they can't anymore. Basically, yes.
So
the incest is real. They'll have kids until they're almost 50.
In some cases, yes, the incest is real.
Yes.
I mean, it depends on the community. So I don't know of any of that going on in our community.
Nah, I doubt it ever happened or we would have heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know, but we grew up in a smaller community, so like Ohio and Pennsylvania, those are two of the biggest communities, and
What
I'm sure
about
it happens a lot there.
Is true. Men can shave their face, but women can't shave anywhere. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow. I have a video idea that I want to make about shaving tomorrow.
We can shave upstairs, but not downstairs.
And the women aren't allowed to shave. So
Yeah.
do babies wear disposable diapers? Okay, that's a very good question. I was going to make a video today and post it showing you guys how. Like, none of y'all had ever asked that, but I was going to make a video showing you guys how they do. But I didn't. So now I know you guys want to know. So I know I have to post that video. So I'll do that. I'll post the video showing how they don't wear disposable. I'll show them how they do it.
So on YouTube, so why did you marry someone Amish?
You?
I guess that's directed towards me. So I didn't marry someone Amish. I actually had left the Amish and was out of the Amish for a little over a year when I met my wife, who was also out of the Amish. We had already both left, and she was just very hot. I mean, how could I resist marrying her?
Typical answer. Do Amish women ever
Still is very hot.
She's also awesome. She's
Yes.
not just hot. Do Amish women ever get C-sections for birth? I've never heard of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would if they have to. Thank you for the ice cream cone. How do you propose?
How did I propose? So I actually took her out to eat, and at the time it was a very expensive restaurant for me. So it was a really nice restaurant. And then I took her it was close to Christmas, so I took her to a Christmas tree light park and found a Christmas tree that was nice, and got down on one knee and proposed to her. It was awesome. It was cold. Didn't take very long because we were both really cold.
Okay.
And it was in Cleveland, Ohio.
Do you think she would mind if you at one time on the podcast, on one of the episodes, tell them how much you had to work to get her, though? She did not make it easy.
Maybe that's why I knew I wanted to marry this girl.
Okay, someone on TikTok here answered and said they do have C-sections. Someone that grew up Amish too said they do have C-sections. So that answers your question.
Possibly in the old order. I doubt in the Swords and Trooper.
Wait, I don't think she was old order.
She wasn't?
No, she was.
Maybe.
No, right, Martha? You were not old order? Pretty sure she was not old order, but I don't know.
She'll comment.
Yeah, he'll comment and tell us. What is the relationship between you two? Uncle, niece. My second youngest uncle. I'm his oldest niece.
Second oldest niece. First oldest niece.
Yes, I'm your oldest niece. I was wondering where you got an older niece. Wait, what did I just do there?
Do we live together?
Is your last name Yoder? No, it's actually Hirschberger. Do you live together? If we do?
Are you asking if we?
We don't. Like, we live on the same property, but not in the same
property,
house.
different house.
But
you and your wife?
How do pregnant Amish women give birth? Do they give birth at home? Some of them do.
My wife gave birth to our youngest at home.
Yeah. The Amish is similar to the Masons. It's basically a huge cult if you really think about it. Are you saying Mennonite and Amish beliefs are similar? I'm Mennonite. It depends how modern you are if you're Mennonite, because there's so many different levels and tiers of them. and also in the Amish. So there's some modern Amish that are more modern than the non-modern Mennonites. So yeah. Do you want kids? Hey Swag, he's back.
Thank
He's
you.
been on here every night and he
Thank
always
you.
sends gifts. Or she. Wait, is that a he or she? I've always been calling him he. Let me check.
Swag, comment.
I can look. It's a she and I've always been calling her he. Sorry. Thank you. You are awesome. Wait, I was gonna answer a question.
I don't know.
And
You
I
got pretty
forgot.
excited. There's somebody commenting on there.
Yes, the Swartz and True Amish also do C-section if necessary. Okay, Abe, thank you for answering
Thank you for
that.
clarifying.
Do you get clocks for engagements? I don't know. They don't have any better. Like, they have self-winding clock. Like, not self-winding. They have winding clocks, wind-up clocks, so you have to, like, wind them up. Like, you can't just stick a battery in. Like, if they run out, you have to wind them up, and they'll run for about a month. And I've heard, like, like, the Amish can be like pretty superstitious when it comes to things. And so like we used to be told never give a clock for a gift. Thank you for the heart puff, because a clock runs out and love should never run out. So they're like never give someone a clock or a knife, because a knife is like a weapon. So thank you for the it's corn.
So I did get a clock when I was like 16.
Okay,
I guess
so
my love was gonna run out.
That's what happened. Okay.
Yep.
Y'all leave the order. Yes, we left
did.
and we were strict order. We were like as laid back Amish as they come. We were sports and trooper. If you're not Amish anymore, why do you still dress like that? I like putting this on sometime, and especially if I'm on here, I like wearing it.
It's a reminder. It keeps us humble.
Oh, I
when we
don't.
dress
Thank
that
you
way.
for the heart on TikTok. Answer the cult question versus the Masons. I don't know what are the Masons. I have no idea. But yes,
It is very similar because in some ways, because the Masons are if I understand it correctly, I don't know much about them, but I believe that they have a lot of secrecy within the Mason community, and the Amish are very much the same way. I mean, anything like if you're not an adult practicing the Amish religion and joined the church, you do not find a lot of the things out that go on within the community. I believe that's why they start so young, to try to get you within the church, so you become a member, and that's when you really find out what's all going on behind the scenes. And thankfully, I got out before I joined church.
Hey,
yeah!
Andy Slava, I know that guy. That's someone from Minnesota. I think. If it's the same one, yes. So, thank you. Excuse me. Someone said, do you have pets now or when you were Amish? Amish don't have pets, but they do have farm animals. Thank you for the finger heart. They might not know who the Masons are. I think Enos does, but I don't.
I know of the Masons just
I've
because
never heard of them.
I have a friend that is a part of. I believe he's a part of the Mason community.
Do you go live every night? I try to. I have been the last while, but there might come a time when I can't, and then I'll probably make a video and tell you guys. Or I might just make a schedule. Jamie, thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. I might make a schedule so you guys can see when I go live.
Hey, it's our pleasure. Thank you for asking the question.
Yeah. Did you enjoy any sports now that you've left?
Oh, I love football. That was
thank you for the rose.
That was one of the things that I regretted the most, was not being able to play football, because I did have some non-Amish friends that were playing when I was a teenager, and yeah, so I watch football.
That's sports. Thank you for that heart, Kevin.
Thank you.
Sports is something I don't even look at. Like, I pay no attention. Thank you for the rose. Is churning butter fun? It's not when you're a little kid and you have to do it, but when you're growing up, it's fun.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. Or I loved it once I was like growing up. Do you talk to Lizzie Enns? Not in person, no. I haven't talked to her yet, but I would love to talk to her.
I used to play volleyball with her and her sister.
Thank you
and
for
her
the
brother.
gifts. Yeah, he knows her personally, like from when they were Amish. What language do you speak? Pennsylvania Dutch and English. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. You guys are sending so many. God bless you. That's Amish Rebel. God bless you. Thank you, and yeah, I do know. You're my second cousin, right?
On Facebook, you can now coach for your
I'm
kids.
not
Yes,
sure.
I actually was a coach for our kids' baseball team last year, and I really enjoy that. Have a lot of fun learning the game. The biggest challenge for me is learning all the rules within the game because we didn't play it growing up.
Yay! There's Andy again. Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
I remember when you left the Amish, Andy. It was such a sad moment. For the older people, it was. Do your children and any future children have traditional Amish names? Me and his children do not at all.
No, don't plan on it either. Actually, I might, if I have another son, I might call him Enos, but I don't know.
Yes, this is my uncle on TikTok.
I doubt
me and my fiance were talking.
Thanks for that.
Me and my fiance were talking about how we're gonna name our kids, and we the names we came up with were kind of traditional Amish, but still a little outside of what they would allow if we were actually Amish. So the good thing is now you can implement these things into your children. You can be a part of their core memories. Yes, that is a good thing about growing up Amish is you appreciate things way more and you know how to teach your kids valuable things. Thank you for the hat. Oh gosh, you guys are so cool. What are some types of names that they would not allow? Jamie, they wouldn't allow Jamie, but Jamie, thank you for the lightning. I like your name. Jamie,
they're all biblical. Every name that the Amish give their kids is a biblical name. So
mine isn't.
It's nowhere in the Bible?
No. They're not all biblical, but they're either biblical or very old-fashioned. Yeah. Mine is not in the Bible. I have raked the Bible from cover to cover.
Then I stand corrected.
But yes, they
majority
most of them.
Yes.
And there are even some names in the Bible that they won't use. Like Jezebel.
Oh, thank you.
Oh! That was
on TikTok.
Thank you!
But yeah, that's
Andy's the one that sent those gloves. Thank you.
To the question, do your children or your future children? Oh, that's yeah.
Thank you.
We're reacting to the TikTok.
Yeah, to the TikTok gifts. The people are sending some very cool gifts over here. I haven't been on one live as long as I have today. I've just had a lot of questions about my surrounding communities and so forth. I appreciate y'all. Oh, Brandon, you're saying you're welcome. We appreciate you asking questions.
Ask all the questions you want.
Yeah, we try to answer them. Yes. How are you guys doing? Oh, Fanny Hirschberger, we're really good.
We're doing great.
She's Amish too. Yeah. Y'all should, if you have questions that you want answered, specific questions about the Amish, go to the Amish Rebel Podcast YouTube channel and comment it on any videos, and we will go through your comments and answer every single one because there's not a lot of comments, so it's easy to keep up with them.
Yes.
So do that.
We would love that.
Or even on Facebook here, you can comment it on any of our Facebook videos too, and we'll see it and respond. Are you siblings? No, he's my uncle. Do you have juniors? Do they have juniors? Wait, juniors what?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
If
your kid named Chessie.
Oh, yes.
Yes, my dad is a junior.
Yep.
My dad's name is Emery Junior.
Yes, we do have juniors.
Do Amish people take trains and planes? Not planes, but they take trains. That's your uncle? This is my uncle, yes. What are your names? Enos and Lavina. Enos and Lavina.
Enos, spelled E-N-O-S.
Yeah, Enos. Is your fiance from the community? Is your wife from the community? His wife is ex-Amish, but she's older ex-Amish. And we're Swartz and Trooper ex-Amish. And my fiance is Swartz and Trooper ex-Amish.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Svilla Yoder on Facebook. She's his sister. I have a non-Amish friend who is a midwife for an Amish community. Is this common? Yeah, they do have some communities do have non-Amish midwives. I know my mom had one.
They do. Yeah, in our community there is a.
How do I find you on Facebook? Just search the Amish Rebel podcast and it'll pop right up. Or how do you find me on Facebook? I'm just Lavina Hirschberger.
Fanny Hirschberger posted on Facebook, I love your YouTube channel, Enos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like, Fanny, I feel like I know you or know who you are, but I can't tell.
On YouTube, I believe that's my aunt.
Y'all are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you tuning in on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok.
Why trains and not planes? Because trains are on the ground. They don't believe in going up in the air because it goes against gravity. And they always say, like, I used to ask my mom, and she's like, if God would have wanted us to fly, he would have given us wings. So that was their answer. How many of your siblings are ex-Amish too? His? All except 2. Me, only 2.
So far.
Yeah.
They're still growing up.
I follow y'all on all the platforms. Some of my questions might have been wild, but they weren't. No. Just ask all the questions. Yes. Like, none of them can be disrespectful if you don't know better. Like.
Yeah. Trust me, coming from the Amish community, leaving and getting out, there's a lot of ignorance that follows us.
Yes.
So we completely understand if you guys don't understand some of the rules and you have questions.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of questions even to this day.
You guys are making waves. So happy for you guys. Thank you, Svilla.
Yes, thank you, sis. We
appreciate you.
We appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the galaxy. That always makes me feel so warm. Thank you for that bear. Yeah. That always makes me feel like I'm getting a hug. Is Yoder a popular Amish last name? Yes, it's popular Amish and Mennonite last name. Very popular. Do the Amish make their own books like fairy tales, or is that not allowed because it's formed from the devil? Like, what do they do for jokes and so forth? For jokes, they just talk funny things.
They are very sarcastic, so they don't really have like
very sarcastic.
They don't really like share like written jokes, but they're very sarcastic. So a lot of times if an Amish person says something that's really rude, he's probably being more times than not he's being sarcastic, and he doesn't even know how to express it because they don't have like emotional expressions. Yeah. I mean, they just don't know how to.
So if, for example, if my mom would have we would have asked my mom a question, like if we would have asked her, can we go do something, and it would have been like, can we go swimming, because I wasn't allowed to go swimming. Can we go swimming? She's like, yes, go swim, and she was doing it all out of sarcasm. Obviously, I couldn't go swim. Do the Amish make their own? Oh, they don't write fiction books. They'll write true story books, but not fiction. Yeah. Fanny Hirschberg is Chuck Andy's Elie's and it's Fanny. That's who I am.
Wow.
Okay, I know Chuck Andy family, but I don't know how we're intertwined. So I know she's like somehow related.
Hirschberger.
Yeah.
Probably
Do you
related.
make beef jerky? Yes, we used to make so much jerky and it was so good.
Funny story about beef jerky. My dad tried to smoke something one time. He didn't know how. So
my dad is a pro at making jerky.
Well, I guess it skipped a generation because my dad didn't know how.
There's Amish where I live. Nice. Yes, we left the Amish 4 years ago. Oh yeah,
congratulations.
Had you not commented that on one of my videos, because that's amazing. Melody, thank you for that tiny diny. Those things are so cute. Thank you. I had Amish beef jerky from Tennessee, was the best. It is so good. Chassie, thank you for the rose. I love you educating us. I'm so intrigued to learn. Amanda Ray Button, I love your name. Like, it's very noticeable. I love it. Thank you. What do Amish people call non-Amish people? English people. They call you English. They're English. And we're English now, too. Like, they would not call us ex-Amish. They'll call us English. We're not ex-Amish. We're English. Enos, do you have a sister Susan and a brother Chan? Yes, he does.
I do?
Yeah. Fanny asked. Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Yes. At what age should kids start to ride a horse and carriage? I started at 9.
Hey, let me go back to that other comment real quick. Do I have a brother? Do I have a sister, Susan? Yes. Shout out to my sister, Susan.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother, John. He has a YouTube channel as well.
What is it
It's
called?
called
Patriotic Arms.
Patriot Arms
Oh, yeah,
on YouTube.
Patriot Arms.
He
yeah.
reviews guns. So if any of you are into guns.
Ooh, Terry, thank you for that.
Guitar.
Yeah, the guitar. Melanie, thank you for the tiny. Okay, what age did I start riding horse and carriage? I was 9 when I started, but it all depends on how gentle the horse is.
Oh, yes.
And how capable.
Well, and you were probably not. Were you 9 when you started going places by yourself?
Yes, it was the horse. Yes,
okay.
But it was like just to the neighbors, like, and the horse was a very like gentle horse.
Yeah.
So it depends how gentle the horse is and how responsible the kid is.
Hey, thank you for the heart.
Because some kids are just literally not responsible enough to be fit to do that. What are the age ranges for your brothers and sisters? Do you think they will get any? I don't know. Will I get any more siblings or not? I mean, the youngest one just turned 2, so it wouldn't be like surprising.
Not.
Probably not. But I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they'd have another one. The youngest one just turned 2, and I'm 21. My older brother is almost 23.
Hey, on YouTube, somebody said, first time here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate that.
Y'all are amazing. Thank you.
Still going strong. Yes, we are.
That's Rachel. Yeah, we're just talking. It's Saturday night. We don't have anything better to do.
Yeah, I have to go here. Or I get to go here real soon.
Okay, he has to put a baby to bed.
Yeah, I can't miss that.
Thank you for the heart.
Yes, thank you.
My thing always in life is my dumb question. There's no dumb questions. If you don't know something, you don't know. Just ask. Yes, if you don't know, just ask. That is the best way to learn.
That's what I tell my son all the time. I'm like, hey, you gotta ask. That's why I was so curious when I was a kid.
I always felt judged by the Amish people. They would speak Dutch, and my dad spoke Dutch. He's German, so he understood most of it. And I always felt like they were judging me because they would be speaking and looking directly through your soul. That is something they do. That makes that. They love, like, if they're around a group of non-Amish people, they love, like, talking about them in Amish and, like, laughing at them. And they think people can't tell because they can't understand them. On
TikTok, somebody said, I'm afraid of the Amish. Yes. No need to be afraid of the Amish.
So many people are.
So the Amish are actually very, very kind-hearted people. Now, you may come across some Amish that are very rude. But a lot of times when they're rude, they're not taught any different. Like, they don't know how to communicate with the outside world. So their intention is not to be rude. I remember being that way as a kid. Like, my intention was not to be rude to people, but I came across that way because I didn't know how else to communicate. We were not taught any other way. And so if you have had that experience, that's probably why. But no need to be afraid of Amish.
And also, just so you know, they're probably just as afraid of you, depending on how you look or whatever.
Yeah.
My hobby is Christianity's Jacob. I don't know. It's Christianity's Jacob. Yeah, I don't know, like, Christianity's.
Man, I don't know. Where are you guys from? Ohio?
They always assume you don't know what they're saying, which is a fair assumption because I only know a little bit of what they say. They have to speak slow for me to catch what they're saying. They do always assume that. But the thing is, like, it doesn't matter what language they're speaking. If they're making fun of you, even in another language, people are going to notice, and they don't realize that. Oh my gosh. Okay, years ago I left the Amish when I was a girl, and I lived by John and Susan at Weinsberg.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
What age do they marry? Also, thanks for the kind comment on my name. Oh, you're very welcome, Amanda. They usually marry between the age of 18 and 23. Like, usually it's closer to 21 because they can't have their own money till they're 21.
Hey, Randy. What's up? Thank you for joining in.
Randy is...
Just so you're...
Oh, Randy! Oh, well, yeah. Hi.
They're out at the park.
Yeah, hi. Just so your family at Walmart. Hi. Someone from our town, like one of Enos's friends, just saw it. Probably
my wife and the kids at Walmart.
His wife and the kids at Walmart. What did I actually call actual English people from Great Britain had? Just English people, like anybody that's not Amish is English.
Yes.
I've seen Amish at a casino. Is that allowed? No, those Amish
Probably
were
not real Amish.
rules.
Probably not real Amish, number one. Maybe if they were there, they didn't even realize they were doing a job for someone, and that guy took them there to eat. Or maybe they didn't know, and they're breaking the rules.
Yeah, that's the most likely situation. Shakira, thank you for the rose.
Somebody said you guys are very pleasant. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Why do you not tip at restaurants? Wait, do I not tip? I don't know. I tip.
Why do the Amish not tip at restaurants?
Oh, they probably don't know what a tip is.
Yeah, the Amish don't really know even what a tip is. And
thank you for the roses.
So, if you are taking an Amish person out, if you're taking an Amish person out to eat, explain that it is very kind to leave a tip, and they'll probably leave a tip.
Yeah, thank you everybody for the roses on TikTok. I really appreciate it. Growing up, did you ever wonder what it was like to be like an English person? I know Enos did, but I never did. The Amish community in Kentucky has always been so sweet, especially the ladies. Yes, most Amish are really, really nice. What do they actually call? Oh, yes, more English folks, that's what they call them. Do they have a time frame? So they say they start dating last week and they want to be married next week, can they? Not really, because they can only see each other once a week when they're dating. So they usually date for a year or two or sometimes 3. Daniel Troyer, hey Daniel. We're from Ohio. I have cousins in Minnesota. Chris Seamus' kids are my cousins. Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Now,
hey, thank you for the gift on TikTok.
Your nephew is on. Chris Seamus, gosh, I can't remember her name. Andy Slava is on TikTok here. He would be your great nephew. He would be your cousin. Or do they have to be together for a long time? So I just answered that, like they have to date for a while, or they do. No, does it happen? Absolutely.
Are you from Germany? No, we're not from Germany.
I'm from Vermont. There's an Amish family that sell baked goods and quilts. They were so sweet. Yes, Amish sell so many baked goods. Hey, Adriana, thank you for the rose, and Jamie, thank you for the bear. That bear always makes me think of gummy bears and makes me hungry.
Hey, in a few minutes we're gonna shut down the Facebook Live and the YouTube Live.
Yeah.
But please do not hesitate to leave your comments. We'll see them, and we'll make long form videos on some of them that we can answer in a longer setting. So
on the Amish Rebel podcast account, you can leave a comment on any of those social pages, and we will notice them because people don't leave a lot of comments. So if they do leave comments, we do our absolute best to answer them. And sometimes we literally sit down and make a long form video just answering your comment. Would you be considered a meditate? What is a meditate?
A Mennonite? No, we're not Mennonites.
No, we're ex-Amish. Randy Higgins. I saw a TV show, Living the Amish, and both the 20-ish old girls wore dentures, so I looked it up, and they said it was because of the cost of dental work. Yeah, a lot of Amish, instead of, like, if they have bad teeth, instead of, like, getting them fixed or anything, they'll just pull them all out and get dentures.
Like, in fact, I had dentures for a long time, Randy. I don't know if you knew that about me or not, but I had dentures, a partial, because when I was a little kid, I didn't brush my teeth. They didn't teach me to brush my teeth all the time, so I had a rotten tooth here and right here, and so I got a partial dentures after I left, or a little bit before I left, and then I eventually got my teeth fixed and put a bridge in and everything. But
someone said, "Do Amish believe in mental health?" They don't really do anything to maintain it, but when I left the Amish, my parents thought I left because I'm mentally ill, so they tried to convince me to go back and offered to give me mental treatments to help me so I'm not mentally ill anymore, but I declined.
They do not talk about mental health.
No, they don't talk about it.
Not like the way I'm assuming you're asking that question.
If you weren't born into the Amish, can you become Amish? I've never heard of them actually letting someone join, but they if you'd ask, they'd be like, yes, if you follow all the rules, but they aren't. I don't know if they really follow up on their word. what's considered our communities churches. Where we grew up is what we call our communities or churches. Or churches that follow the same rules as us is our churches.
Swartz and Trooper Amish is something that you'll hear a lot on our podcast because that's the way we grew up.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different communities. There's a lot of different order of Amish. So there's Swartz and Trooper is the most conservative, and then you have like Old Order. They're a little bit more modern, and it's just a way for us to let you guys know that there is a difference within. Because some people ask like, well, why did this community have like cell phones and stuff like that? More than likely, they're an Old Order community. Swartz and Trooper, you won't find. I'm not aware of a Swartz and Trooper community anywhere that has cell phones. They're not allowed to have them at all, and they don't have running water. They don't have inside toilets. They don't have showers. They're very, very off the grid, and you just won't see a lot of media on them because they're very sheltered, and so that's why we use the word Swartz and Trooper Amish, so you guys understand where we're coming from.
Jamie, the podcast name, you asked what's the podcast again? It's called the Amish Rebel Podcast. I tagged it in my account, or in my profile in case you want to go look at it. He asked, are you still going out tomcatting tonight?
Yeah, you want to join us? Come on, let's go.
One of Enos's friends that was on the podcast is Joshua, or Josh. He's on the podcast, the second last episode.
Shit happens.
Yeah, his YouTube channel, Shit Happens.
Shout out.
He asked if we're going tomcatting, which is a whole story in itself, which we should actually talk about on the podcast. Yes. Do Amish do a lot of home remedies? Yes, they do as many as they can. Oh, that guy's name. Should we shout him out?
No.
Okay.
No,
Fanny, we would say that, but we have a lot of people here on TikTok, and we don't know if he wants the attention. What is typical first job for boys and girls? The typical first job for girls is either school teacher or a mod, which is a maid, where the families that have a lot of kids, if they need help, then the young teenage girls will go help them. And for the boys, it's just whatever their dad is doing, they'll go to work with them. So they could join the Amish if I'm born English. I mean, wait, Saloma Hirschberger, were you born English though? Because I kind of doubt it. So are you just testing our knowledge, or what are you doing? Sorry if that's rude or like sounded rude. I didn't mean it like that, but I'm genuinely curious if you were born English. No, like when they were Amish, did they visit Amish communities or churches? Yes, they do actually. They visit other Amish communities and churches a lot.
All right, so it's 10 o'clock. We're gonna leave the Facebook and the YouTube live.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys, everybody that has tuned in on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. And so we'll see you in the next live feed, which will be.
I think you hit the X up there too.
Which will be within probably the next week.
Yeah. So glad I found y'all feeling. Thank you. He's on.
Have a great night.
Love. Okay. Do y'all know Eli Yoder? Yes, he's on our podcast, on the podcast on our YouTube. I love all.
Check out the episode.
Yes.
Give him some love.